punches when you could throw two punches that sound like one. He would throw a punch. You can hear them. They would two, but they sound like fucking one punch. Oh, they don't understand. Anybody that hears this understand all the fighting. They know what I'm saying. He threw two punches that sound like one.
Yo, what up, guys? What up, guys? Welcome back to the stream. We got some guys in there already. We already got members showing up. Yo, I'm feeling it, guys. I'm feeling it. Shout out that boy Hate Love, the first member in the chat. Bradley followed right behind him into the chat. Wordsmith is in the building. Let's get lit, boys. We got a great stream lined up for you guys, man. Definitely going to be a good stream. I got court tomorrow, guys, so I don't know if we're going to have a morning or afternoon stream, but we'll definitely have the evening stream according to the 6 o'clock, 9 o'clock Eastern time frame. We're going to be on this schedule all week. I just want to compare it to what our other schedule did last week. Whatever schedule performs better, that's what we'll go to. Right now, I like the 9 and the 3 aspect, but I just wanted to see if pushing things back to 12 and 6 will help our analytics any. So we'll see how it goes. Yo, I'm literally watching from the police department. Whoa, no. Are you going to get out, Floridian? If you didn't know, this is an update to our prior stream. One of our OG members, bro, in the chat, Floridian, was approached by police at his house. They then apprehended him. They put his name in some shit he had nothing to do with. So they came and questioned him. But looking like my boy gonna get out now because he's actually watching us at the police department. And I don't think he would be getting out. I don't think if he was going locked up that he'd be with his phone still. But man, that's scary, Floridian. That's scary, bro. People brought your name up in some shit that it should not have been in. That's scary, Floridian. Man, shout out my dog, though, bro.
You say you didn't want water or no?
No.
Okay.
This is 18-year-old Ava Mooring. She's just been brought into an interrogation room at the Clay County Sheriff's Office. Detectives
She got some long-ass legs, don't she?
are preparing to question her about a violent confrontation that unfolded behind an Academy sports store in Orange Park, Florida. What started as a planned fistfight between two young women, sparked by jealousy over a mutual ex-boyfriend, quickly spiraled out of control when gunshots rang out. Interestingly, Ava wasn't even one of the two women involved in the arranged fight, yet she's the one detectives suspect of pulling the trigger. 3 people have already identified her from photo lineups, and investigators have already...
Yep, I already know what happened. She met up with the other girl. The other girl was getting the best of her. She pulled out her little gun and popped that chick.
Oh.
What's up?
Hey.
Hey,
Ava?
What's her?
I'm Detective Ward, Detective Hollisman. Just call me Wes, and that's Brad.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
So,
Sorry I look like crazy right now.
How's right? You're talking about looking
I
crazy.
have like a koala shirt on.
What do you got? A Jacksonville Zoo shirt on?
Yeah.
Not yours?
No, it is mine. It's old.
Okay. Well, that's all that. Well, here's the thing. Obviously, you're probably wondering what the hell's going on.
Bradley, as soon as you said that, she crossed her legs, bro. Soon as you said she gonna try to use her legs to her benefit, Brad, she literally crossed her legs trying to be seductive. I caught that, man. Shout out Bradley. He was on that shit.
We're gonna ask you some questions and stuff. We've talked to a couple people already. We just want to get your side of the story. What happened? This is he's gonna be the case agent of the case. I'm his partner, so we're investigating it together. We think that you're probably gonna know exactly what we're talking about when we talk about it, and you might even already know what we're talking about.
Mhm.
Hey guys, make sure you double tap them screens when you come on in, man. Please help us get those likes up. Also, remember, we're on the road to 10,000 subs. We're just under 5,200. I think we're 6 away from 5,200. So if you guys can help us with that, definitely hit that subscribe button because all our subscriptions matter, and we really appreciate all you guys.
Our main goal here today is to get your side and just be honest. I mean, crazy shit happens, and we just want you to be honest. And that's that. Has anybody ever read you your constitutional rights before? Do you know what that means?
Mhm.
What does that mean to you?
To Shabalala. I don't know how to say your name, my brother, but welcome to the chat, my boy.
It doesn't mean nothing to me, but I've had it read out to me before.
I mean, okay, let me repeat. When I say constitutional rights, what do you know your constitutional rights as?
I don't.
All right, you know Miranda rights?
Mm-mm.
You ever watch like the TV shows with cops and stuff where
Like
they say you have
48 hours,
48 or you have the right to remain silent?
Yes.
So that's what it is. And what it is to protect you, and pretty much it's going to put you in control in this interview here. We have some questions. We'd like for you to cooperate.
Mhm.
And so yeah. So I'll go ahead and read those to you. You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have the right to talk to a lawyer and have him present with you while you're being questioned. If you cannot afford to hire a lawyer, one will be appointed to represent you before questioning if you wish. You can decide at any time to exercise these rights and not answer any questions or make any statements. Do you understand each of these rights I've explained to you?
Yes, sir.
All right, and having these rights in mind, do you wish to talk to us at this time?
Give it a shot.
Okay.
Okay.
Here's the thing, remember. You can stop talking at any time, right?
Yes, sir.
The thing is, you don't want people talking for you. You want to be your own voice.
Mhm.
So that's what this is about. All we're looking for is cooperation. And, things aren't always as they appear to be. So we don't know until we talk to you.
Yes, sir.
So this is basically about the fight that took place behind Academy. Yeah. So what can you tell us? Can you tell us your version of what happened?
Yes, sir. I can. So I'm sure you guys already know who the other girl is, Alanis.
Right.
Yeah. So
You're literally the last person we've talked to. So,
really?
yeah.
Oh, okay. So we were over at her ex-boyfriend's house yesterday, Matt. I can't remember his last name.
Mm-hmm.
But we were just hanging out and we were like swimming because he's got a nice pool, whatever. And we were swimming and his ex-girlfriend, which is the girl Autumn, she called him and she was like, I guess they had hung out and then like they're iffy on each other. So I guess like she went crazy whenever she found out that there was other girls over there. And like an hour later, he has all the texts on his phone of her texting saying like just talking crazy, saying that she's gonna be there in 5 minutes. His mom, his parents were there, everything. So she pulls up in 2 cars deep, both of the cars are full of people, and me and Alana are at the end of the driveway like, what in the hell? What the fuck's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So we told him to get the hell out of there, blah blah blah. And the one guy that was in the Kia car, it was in a box Kia, he like we were like standing in the road telling them to get on because we were like, really, there's a mom up here and parents like.
So where do they have you in a cell with your phone, Floridian? Like, this shit seems unjust, bro. They already know you're not involved at this point. Why would they hold you till Sunday? Motherfuckers got work and shit, bro. Like, they're trying to sabotage you, it seems like.
Then legal, they're both 18.
Sure.
They met and they scrapped. They scrapped the first fight. The second fight, she pulls up in 2 cars deep, both of the cars are full of people. And me and Alana are at the end of the driveway like, what in the hell? What the fuck's going on?
Mm-hmm.
So we told him to get the hell out of there, blah blah blah. And the one guy that was in the Kia car, it was in a box Kia, he like we were like standing in the road telling them to get on because we were like, really, there's a mom up here and parents, like, what are y'all coming to the house of mother's house for? It's disrespectful. And he had pointed a gun at me and Alanis and told us that if we get any closer that he's gonna shoot us. And we're like, y'all just need to get out of here. Like we don't even know what's going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So then Alanis was already mad at that point, and Alanis they fought. They're both legal. They're both 18.
Sure.
They met and they scrapped. They scrapped the first fight. The second fight, the girl, I guess I got too close and the girl didn't like it because I got too close to the fight because like she ended up beating the girl. Autumn almost start beating her ass. So like I'm her homegirl, so I'm gonna like get her off of her. So I yank her off of her, and then the fat friend comes and tries to jump at me, and I'm like, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, I'm not doing that.
Mm-hmm.
So
You see what she doing right now? She trying to entice these police officers with her body. She got her legs open. She pulling her shirt up so they can see the shape of her puss. Like, yeah, bro. She really trying to play the victim and show these cops like some skin at the same time.
then honestly, I'm just gonna be straight up with y'all because I know there's already a fucking video. There's a whole video. There's evidence.
Right.
I can't get out of this. So yes, I did have a gun and I did point it at her, and I told her if she gets any closer to me, then I'm gonna shoot. And she kept on stepping, so I shot one round up in the sky, and then she kept on coming at me. And in self-defense, I'm not gonna get my ass whooped whenever I have a gun in my hand. So I didn't point at nobody. I shot right at their car.
Oh, she just fucked herself off right now. She just fucked herself off right now. All she had to say was, I saw my friend get the shit beat out of her. So when the bigger girl of their crew was trying to fight me, I was afraid for my life. I shot in the air as a warning. When she continued at me, I shot her. You can't say, I don't want to get beat up, so I'm going to shoot you. Like, that's not equal force. That's not equal force, bro. Just like if somebody beats you up and walks away, you can't get up and shoot them now because they stop beating on you. Like the danger is gone.
And then we got in the car and left.
Ava's initial version of events.
Hey, welcome to the chat, Jason. So they gave you your phone back, Floridian, so they know you're not involved in this shit. But they're just trying to give you a hard time. Hey, Twitch, how's it going, man? Welcome to the stream, my boy.
Begins to take shape as she speaks with detectives. According to her account, she accompanied her friend Elanus to meet with Autumn Brumfield for a prearranged fight. The conflict centered around a guy named Matthew, who both Elanus and Autumn had been dating. Ava tells investigators that during the physical altercation, she intervened by pulling Autumn off of Elanus when she realized that the fight wasn't going in her friend's favor. She claims that afterward, Autumn's friends became aggressive toward her, which is when she drew a handgun from her waistband. In her telling, she stated that she only fired a warning shot into the air to scare them off, followed by shots at their car, which she believed was unoccupied at the time. Ava's narrative carefully positions the gunfire as defensive rather than malicious. However, Autumn Brumfield's account to police paints a dramatically different picture of what transpired that night.
So me, my friend Anna, Daryl, were supposed to go pull up on this girl, Lotus. I didn't even want to fight this girl. Like, I really did not. Like, I tried to avoid it. And, because she's together with my ex, Matt. And
Jason, did you change your profile pic, bro? I like that pic, dog. You look like a sports card athlete, like you on a baseball card or a football card or something. I like that one.
And last time she came at me, like, talking reckless, like, trying to fight me, like, calling me names, like, out of the nowhere. I was pregnant at the time. I had a miscarriage. And I was pregnant at the time. So, I couldn't, do much because, obviously, I don't want to put my baby in risk.
Right.
So, long story short, I called Matt because, me and Matt are doing good. And, we've been talking. So, I called Matt on my lunch break.
What's up, Haywood Pittman? Welcome to the chat, my boy. Yeah, this girl should have got a job. Then then she probably wouldn't have had time to shoot this person.
2 nights ago, and she answered the phone, and she was just like caught off guard as I was. Like, we were both like confused as fuck. Long story short, she wanted to fight. I was at work at the time, so I'm like, I can't do nothing. So I was like, okay, like, I'm off tomorrow. I'm gonna come on my day off, and I'm not gonna tell you I'm coming just in case you jump me or something. So she wanted to fight so bad, so I get my friends, and we pull up to Matt's house, and his mom was outside and stuff. So they told me to come here.
Okay, so the girl talking on this tape is Autumn. This is the girl who they said got into the initial fight.
So that's when we ended up beating up over here. We pulled up, and they were already parked, and as we were pulling up, they were getting out of the car. And I got out of the car, and we started swinging. I don't like to talk shit, so I just saw her. I started swinging. I won that
Yo, welcome, Elijah, man. How's your day going, brother?
fight. So we separated. She took our time. I took my time to catch our breaths or whatever. And we went round 2. We were bumping, and I started winning again. And I don't know, next thing you know, you start hearing gunshots. Or no, I was on top.
Oh, she capping. She said I was winning. I was on top of her. That's not true. We already saw the still photos of Autumn getting ground and pounded. And then the girl who shot Ava, she pulled the girl off that was winning. But she wasn't trying to get in the fight. She was just trying to break the fight up because her friend was getting dog walked.
Top of her, and I was beating her ass. And her friend yanks me up by my hair and starts beating my ass. Like,
so that's your hair I see out there?
Yeah, it's my red hair. That's my hair out there. I really did not think this girl had a gun.
I thought they were talking shit.
Yeah, I thought they were just talking shit. Which is...
So, after you get pulled off of her during the fight and the shots start ringing out.
Hey, thank you for the subscription. Who was that? Claudia Brewer. Appreciate that. Yeah, Floridian, bro. I'm going to need a full interview. I need you to make sure you get in Discord because we need a full interview of this, bro. You got detained while you were on the first stream, and then now it looks like shit's starting to settle down, and they're still holding you during the second stream. I need all the details, bro. This is content.
Is anybody saying anything?
Everyone was saying stuff. It felt like everyone kept telling me to duck because I was the only one that wasn't running to the car. Like, it took me a while to notice, oh shit, someone's shooting. Everyone's running to the car. So I start running to the car, and I'm trying to open the door, and it was locked, and everyone's telling me to duck down. So I'm ducked down, still trying to get in the car. Next thing you know, I guess that's when the bullet went through the back door window because glass started falling on my back. So I guess that's when that happened.
Autumn's account fundamentally changes the complexion of this case. Her statement that Ava deliberately fired at the vehicle while knowing people were inside elevates this incident from simple aggravated assault to attempted murder. What Ava may have believed would be treated as merely brandishing a firearm or reckless discharge now carries the potential for decades behind bars. As detectives prepare to confront Ava with these contradictions, they know her response could make the difference between a defensible plea deal and a trial for attempted murder.
About how many rounds do you think you squeezed off?
At least 5.
Did you aim it all at the car?
No. I feel like only 4 shots at the car.
Bro, she's already crossed her legs and showed her puss to the detectives twice. I guarantee you she keeps doing it to try to get on their good side.
And in my opinion, because I was a shooter, okay. So I feel like
your adrenaline's pumping, I'm sure too. You shoot guns much?
Yes.
You do shoot guns a lot?
With my dad.
Okay, so you're familiar with guns and all that. So it's more of the fight that's got you amped, not the gun itself. Where is the gun now?
I dumped it.
Dumped it?
In Black Creek.
So I heard it was we got the casings. It's a 9mm. Does that sound right? So what I'd like to do, because your stories track on, you're being very cooperative, you're telling the truth. What I'd like to do is what we did with everybody else. So I'm gonna go get a little.
Yeah, Chris. I'll rewind it for y'all. So y'all look right here. See her? This was after she crossed her legs twice. This was boom, boom. Boom, right here. See it. And then she lifts her shirt up. So you can see everything, bro.
You shoot guns much?
Yes.
You do shoot guns a
With
lot?
my dad.
Okay, so I mean, you're familiar with guns and all that.
Mm.
So it's more of the fight that's got you amped, not the gun itself. Where is the gun now?
I dumped it
Dumped it.
in Black Creek.
So I heard it was we got the casings. It's a 9mm. Does that sound right? So what I'd like to do, because your stories track on, you're being very cooperative and you're telling the truth. What I'd like to do is what we did with everybody else. Is I'm gonna go get a little marker. It's kind of be like school here.
Yes, sir.
Draw a little sketch and kind of put where everybody was. Are you
Okay.
good with that? Okay, let me go get a little marker. This drawing is gonna be very crude because I'm a horrible drawer. Okay.
Bro, low key, if she didn't shoot nobody, like she's dumb. Well, she dumb either way. But if she knows that nobody got shot from her bullets, she should have a lawyer right now. She shouldn't be trying to Sharon Stone her way out of this shit.
Me too.
So we're gonna say this is the entrance.
Mhm.
Academy Sports Building comes up here, does like this. And then over here is like grass and water and shit like that,
Mhm.
right?
And
So
then the semis.
yeah, there's some semi trailers right here. So if you would tell me where y'all's car was, their car, and everybody was at.
Our car was on the horn.
Shout out Monica. She just came up in the chat. Oh man, and she keeping it 100. And she keeping it 200. Thank you, Monica.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that looks like.
That's fine. That's fine.
Okay, so here's our car,
Mhm.
and then their car. Our headlights were right there, facing front, and they pulled up, and it was right there, like that.
Okay.
So-
Where did the fight take
Triple Z just rolled up in the building. Show him some love, chat.
place roughly?
Like right here.
Okay.
And then the girl ran up. The Autumn girl ran up. Alanis was just standing there because Alanis didn't really even want to fight her. She was just like mad that she pulled up to the house and was disrespectful to the mom. So then Alanis stood there and waited for it, blah, blah, blah. That happened. And then Alanis went back to the car and they both drank water and then they went for another
Yeah,
round.
that's a little weird. They took a big break.
Yeah. And then
Hey guys, it's starting to fill up in the chat room. Please chat. Please double tap them screens. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. We're on the road to 10,000 subs. We're almost at 5,200. So we need every subscription. Every one of you guys matter and help the community grow. So if you could do that, I'd really appreciate it.
And then they started fighting again, and then that's whenever the girls started. So it all happened like at least like.
Kind of like right there in the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So where do you think you were when you fired the shots in the air?
I was far away.
I knew you was going home, Floridian. Once they gave you your phone back, I knew you was going home, bro. Like they not gonna give you your shit back if you going back to jail. But shout out Floridian, bro. He got swooped up by the police today on some bullshit. He kept it solid in the interrogation room. Not only that, this man dropped off like 3 super chats in this whole process. So thank you, bro. That's showing love, dog. That's showing a lot of love. And thank you for helping sponsor today's episode.
I stepped super back. I was right here, all the way back here, and that girl was still coming at me because she came at me, so I was stepped back. I had stepped back at least like 10 feet.
Okay.
Because
So
that's not what my intention was, to kill anybody.
This is gonna just to kind of make it easy. There's you, Alanis, and Matt, right?
Mhm.
So we're gonna call y'all ones. There's 3 of y'all, and I think they said there was 4 of them, so we'll call them twos, right?
Mhm.
So when you're right here, where are all of the twos at basically? Where are they at?
There was the.
Anna just strolled in the building, guys. Make sure you show her some love. You know we like when the members show up to the live streams.
The guy, so the Annalise girl, the dude's car, that was her
Right.
boyfriend. So he was like right here. She was recording, and then the fat girl was right here the whole time. So then Matt was recording the whole time. So he was everywhere. And I mean, honestly, me and her, they were like, Here, I'll put 2 and 1. That's them both
That's
together
them fighting, right.
And then me and him are just circling the
when
whole
you-
thing.
When you, after you fire the shots in the air, when you fire the shots at the car, where are you at?
Right, back here.
Same place?
Same place.
And where are they at?
Same place.
So they never ran.
Guys, Wordsmith, he's our number one moderator. He knows this YouTube game. He's saying we should misspell our cuss words. So if you want to cuss in the chat, that's okay. Just misspell it on purpose so that the algorithm don't hate on us.
They didn't really run, but they just, because they weren't really paying attention to me. The only girl that saw what was going on was the girl that was coming at me. Everybody else, because whenever I yanked her off, everybody else thought I was jumping her. Everybody was like, hey, hey, hey. I was like,
Right.
I didn't even hit her.
So then y'all leave. Which way do you go out?
We went this way, and then I told him at first we went this way, but I lied because I forgot we went this way. We went this way, and then we went down this way, and then finally found
Okay.
a way to get back out to landing.
Any more shots fired out here?
When we were leaving,
Okay, and where do you think the car was roughly?
probably like down.
And I know it's kind of hard to remember.
No, but probably it was about, because I second guessed it.
Mhm.
I really did second guess it. And then
And where were they at?
in the car. Well, no, honestly, they weren't even in the car yet. Autumn was,
Hey, you a real motherfucker, Floridian. You real as hell, boy.
like over here, like bending down, and he was, I honestly didn't even see it. I mean, I don't know where everybody else went. I just saw Autumn over here, like, trying to get in the car.
So when we went and looked at the scene, the car was still there, of course.
No, the car was actually moved in a different way, because whenever we drove off, she was walking around picking up the
Right.
casing.
That's what I heard.
So then, whenever this is what they did. Whenever we drove off and went this way, they went like this, circled around, and then they stopped. And then she got out of the car. I was like, wait, what are they doing? Are they dropping her off? And then I was like, no, she's putting up bullet casings. So she's walking around, pulling up the bullet casings, and then the car, I guess they parked it. I mean, it moved after.
I'm assuming it's roughly in the same spot
Yeah.
because it's kind of like where you drew.
Hmm.
So when I went back to the scene, what we've got is there's a little hole here on the building, one here, one up here.
Damn, you think she got the monsters, kid? You think she got the monsters, B? I hope she don't got the monsters.
And one through the back window.
Hmm.
So as I asked everybody before, when y'all leave, and I guess y'all went to some park or something like that, was there ever a point that you thought,
Anna, earlier she did a little leg cross thing and just sat there with her legs open, showing them the beaver, and lifted up her shirt at the same time.
or worried that you could have hit somebody?
Yes. But I knew, I mean, no, I didn't know, but I know that, like I told you, my intention was not to kill nobody.
Mm-hmm.
That girl, she is like she's a hoodlum. She thinks she's a hood rat, she thinks she's
Right.
a black girl, so I was trying to scare her, and like, God, honestly, I don't like that girl.
So when the
What up, silent sniper?
and the point I'm trying to make is this right here. When this shot comes up to the back window,
Hmm.
from what we've gathered from everybody, I think they're hiding in front of the car. Is what everybody says. Does that sound about right?
Well, like I said, I didn't see anybody else, but I saw her, because I saw her
Yeah,
big
she was
shorts.
crouched down,
She was
I think.
crouched down on the side, and I guess they had circled around the front. Because whenever I
So you
Just
gotta
like-
be. I mean, if you're firing up this way and it goes to the back window, you got one crouched down and 2 or 3 up here.
Hmm. That's attempted murder.
That's huh?
Isn't that attempted murder?
Well, I mean, you tell me. That's shooting at somebody.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know what your intention was. I mean, you just told me your intention was to scare them,
Hmm.
but that's pretty close to shooting somebody.
You're right. And like I said, I second.
Guys, we are 2 subs away from 5,200. You know we're on the road to 10K. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do so. I appreciate you.
Guessed it. I don't know. I just.
Yeah.
So.
Who was the girl that was crouched over there? Was that Autumn?
Yeah, that was the girl that
Okay.
fought.
So we tracked Alanis.
Alanis.
We tracked her down. We, of course, spoke to her. We knew her car was used. Her car was the one driven at the
Mhm.
time. So when we're looking at her car, there's this funny film all over it.
Damn. Yeah.
What is that?
Bleach.
Well, what is the point of that? I mean, it's kind of comical, but
It's kind of comical.
Yeah. I'm assuming, and correct me if I'm wrong, your point was to wipe it down with bleach because you was worried there was gunpowder on the car, maybe?
Yeah. Which I already knew, but I still wanted, because, like, she didn't do nothing wrong.
Mhm.
So, like, it's her car, so I didn't want her to be fucked, you know what I mean? Because, like,
Right.
I even told her, I was like, you, like, both, even, like, I even told them, Matt and Alana Snow, that they didn't do shit. And y'all know they didn't do shit. I'm the one who did.
Alex, Alley Cat, thank you so much. Hey, Floridian showing the love. He happy to be out of the cuffs, and he's showing the love, man. Come on, guys, help my boy out. We need some more sponsors today. Let's get some more sponsors in the episode. Floridian went to jail. He's still carrying the chat on his back.
it. They fought.
Matter of fact, Bradley sent in a Venmo too. So Bradley Elf also helped sponsor today's episode. Definitely send him some love in the chat, guys. Don't forget about Big Bad Bradley.
They fought perfectly fine. If I wouldn't have shot any shots off,
We have no issue with that, you know. The only issue we have is the gun.
Mhm.
I mean, of course, that's why we're all here.
Mhm.
And then not just the gun, but the issue that the gun was fired in the direction of people.
Mhm.
Makes it even worse, you know. I don't know if you're that good of a shot or if it was just luck that nobody was hit,
Mhm.
you know. But I got
The prepaid next month's membership. Shout her out. She's staying a member for another 30 days guaranteed.
a couple pictures I want to show you real quick. I'm gonna go get them. And see.
Hey, what up, House of Horrors? Welcome back, my boy.
But just to say, you're completely cooperative. You know, you have been, and I do appreciate it, and you're very honest. So,
Be right back.
Okay.
As the investigators step out to collect photographic evidence, this provides us with an opportunity to examine the actual video footage captured during the incident. This will allow you to form your own assessment of what transpired that night. To comply with YouTube's community guidelines, portions of the video containing violence have been blurred. However, the audio remains unaltered, providing crucial context to the confrontation that escalated from a fistfight to gunfire. The gravity of firing multiple rounds in the direction of occupied vehicles cannot be overstated, but watch how Ava responds when confronted with photographic evidence of her actions.
I'm gonna show you these pictures. It's kind of kindergarten. I understand that. It's just part of my job. I got to do it.
Man, I think Floridian just walked out that police station, man. Love it when we get freed, man. I love it when the homies get out, bro. Way to keep it solid. They tried to mix his name up in some shit he didn't do. Give Floridian all the love in the chat, man.
Right. So we're talking to you. We're recording everything. So before I show them you, I'm gonna show them to the camera so the camera knows what I'm showing you. Okay. So who's in this picture?
Me.
And what are you holding?
A gun.
Okay. And who's this guy?
The boyfriend.
Of
Annalise.
Annalise. Okay. And what are you doing in this picture?
Oh my goodness. Shooting the gun off first round.
In the air?
Mm-hmm.
And then the final picture. This picture.
I'm sorry.
Just, like I said, I know, I get it, but what are you doing?
Pointing it at the girl.
Okay. So, it was asked of us, do you think you would be able to pinpoint where you threw the gun?
Pinpoint?
Yeah, if we took you out there, could you say, I threw the gun right there? I don't want to go on a wild goose chase, so, I mean, if it's a lie, it's a lie. So,
No, it's not a lie. It's just, I mean, like, it's, I don't know if it's there still. Because wouldn't it ever take it away? The creek?
You throw it like right in the middle of the creek?
Yeah. I threw as hard as I could have.
The point I'm making is if you threw it there, I mean, we got a dive team, they can go check.
Mm.
Like I told you before I left, you've been completely honest with us, and I have no problem telling anybody that.
Mm.
I don't want to change it, and now we go out there and spend 2 hours diving at a creek for a gun that was never thrown there. You see what I'm saying? If it's not there, just tell me it's not there.
No, I did throw. That's where we went to after everything happened.
Okay. All right. Well, give us a minute. We'll see what we can set up.
Following her confession and the overwhelming evidence against her, Ava Mooring was charged with 3 counts of attempted murder, 1 count for each victim: Autumn Brumfield, Annalise Leopard, and Daryl Harper. Despite Ava's initial claim that she disposed of the weapon in Black Creek, investigators searched the location she described but found nothing. The gun was eventually recovered through different means entirely. Ava contacted Elanus from jail, asking her to dispose of the gun that was still at Ava's residence. Instead of destroying evidence, Elanus turned it over to her attorney, who then provided it to law enforcement. Ballistics testing confirmed that the casings recovered from the scene were indeed fired from this weapon, providing the final piece of forensic evidence linking Ava to the shooting. Ava Mooring ultimately pleaded guilty to all 3 counts of attempted murder. She was sentenced to 15 years in prison, with a minimum sentence of 10 years behind bars.
In the kitchen, he picked me up by my throat and he held me up against the wall. There was another time.
Yo, I think that was definitely adequate for I think that was definitely adequate for what she did. I'm glad they went hard on her and gave her the attempted murder charges, because she really thought she was doing something, showing off them little legs and that little trap that she had. She was trying to, what y'all say? She was trying to stare and stone them police, bro, from Basic Instinct. She dumb as hell. What she get? 11 years, bro. 11 years trying to stand up for a friend, bro, who fucking turned the gun in on your ass, bro. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. If somebody calls you up like, yo, I'm about to get in a fight, come back me up. I ain't backing shit up, bro. I ain't backing shit up. Fuck you. I got kids.
That in the kitchen, he
All right, gang. The next video, we're gonna go 15 years. Damn, I misheard her. I thought it said 10. I thought it said 11. 15 years, 5 years for each charge. That sounds adequate. Hey, Shelly Shell, welcome back. Glad you made it today, Shell. Haven't seen you in a few days. It's always nice when you pop up into the chat. Guys, make sure you guys hit that like button. We're getting pretty crowded in here, man. Help us out. If you're new to the community, please subscribe. We are on the road to 10,000 subscribers. We are just under, I think we're at 5,200 now. But yeah, man, each subscription matters. So thank you so much for appreciating and supporting the community. We are the fastest growing true crime community on YouTube. So help us get to 10K, man. Help us get to 10K. Please double tap your screens as well. The next video we got going today is Killer Thinks He Got Away Until Wife Turns Him In. The YouTube channel is Beyond Evil.
He picked me up by my throat and he held me up against the wall. There was another time that he pinned me down in the bathroom and smashed my head into the floor. There was one time I hit him back and he lost it on me. That night he punched me like a whole bunch of times, like in my legs and like my stomach. He pinned me in the bedroom up against the dresser in the bed, and like he choked me and he kept smacking me, and I had bruises everywhere. Like I could barely move the next day. I was so bruised up.
This is Amanda Nover. She is recounting how
I love you back, Floridian, man. I'm just so glad. I'm so glad that you got out of that situation, bro. I'm sorry that some people brought your name up in some shit you didn't do. But for real, when you said you was getting arrested last stream, bro, and the police was at your door, that shit had me like in shock, dog. Especially because I got court tomorrow, man. I got court tomorrow too. So I'm like, damn. Hey, Jesse. Does that say Jesse? So I couldn't read the name. I'm sorry, but thank you for the subscription.
her husband of 14 months abused her, but she's holding back the whole truth.
I think your story is very accurate, but I think you're leaving out something. A few little parts in there.
Amanda's confession revealed a shocking and callous crime.
Honestly, it looked like he was dragging something. I think he was dragging one of them.
What he's dragging? He's dragging a body out there. Okay.
Mackin, me too, because it's like what I say, bro. Like when people take advantage of children or the elderly, like these are crimes of people who can't defend themselves. And when you're talking about a man beating on a woman, that's another situation where the woman can't really defend herself. Like men are just biologically stronger. You know what I mean?
On the USS Enterprise, a carrier based in Virginia at Naval Station Norfolk, the largest naval complex in the world. James had been decorated with 10 medals and awards of achievement. He had a big life for a baby that started out small. He weighed just 2 pounds when he was born in 1970. In 2010, James retired from the Navy and moved back to his hometown of Rumney, New Hampshire, to spend time with his mother, who was battling cancer. He would take her out to play darts. On one of their outings, Cupid's arrows
I think everybody does, Philly. You can't really run fast enough to get away from them. Or if you run, you don't smell them. But if you stay in the same area, you're gonna smell your own. You're gonna smell your own farts. Like if you fart in the seat and it's a smelly one, you're gonna smell it.
struck James. He met Michelle, and it was love at first sight. They dated for 5 years and married in 2015. 3 years later, James and Michelle decided to make their shared dream come true. They moved into a trailer and hit the road with their 3 cats, Gizmo, Moana, and Chloe. Even though they were on the move, the Butlers kept in touch faithfully with their loved ones. They had 5 adult children from previous relationships. Michelle had 3 sons, and James had a son and a daughter. In mid-October of 2019, James and Michelle arrived on Padre.
So this like some Brady Bunch shit, right? Am I tripping? No, I never tried to cup one, brother. But what was that? Fuck, what movie was that? Where they farted in a can? I forget, but that shit was funny to me. That shit used to crack me up when I was a kid. Was it Mrs. Doubtfire? I don't know. It was some Robin Williams movie, but that shit used to crack me up.
Island, Texas. Michelle posted this update to her Facebook page on October the 15th to announce their arrival. They were planning to head to New Orleans next and then on to Fort Lauderdale, where they would be managing a Christmas tree farm. Padre Island is the longest barrier island on Earth. It attracts vacationers to miles of white sandy beaches on a relatively undeveloped coastline known for.
Chris said mason jars are the GOAT. Y'all funny as hell, chat. Make sure you guys go and tap them screens and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, bro. Especially if you playing around. If you in the chat, chatting it up, make sure you hit that subscribe button, guys. Support the channel. Man, that beach looks beautiful, dog. Is this in Florida? This looks way better than the California beaches, bro.
For its natural beauty and rich ecosystems. The Butlers set up camp at a desolate spot on the beach known as The Bowl, about 3 miles south of Bob Hall Pier. The site is called The Bowl because over time, waves have carved a depression into the sand dunes. James took this photo of Michelle enjoying their view of the ocean. It was one of the last happy moments they would enjoy before terror struck. James and Michelle couldn't have known that Padre Island would be their final stop. They were about to cross paths with another married couple on a radically different journey. On the afternoon
Elijah, that would be dope.
of October the 16th, Michelle Butler sent a text to a friend. That was the last time anyone heard from the Butlers. Their kids started getting worried when FaceTime calls went unanswered. A week later, on October the 23rd, they filed a missing persons report with the Clayburgh County Sheriff's Office. Police pinged the Butlers' phones and learned that they never left the bowl. They started searching the beach for signs of a burial site. On October the 27th, police found a bra in the sand.
We gonna get put on timeout. I can already see it.
When they looked closer, they saw a rib bone poking up. They began to dig and unearthed the body of Michelle in a shallow grave in the sand near their last known campsite. The following day, they found James nearby. Investigators caught a break when they learned that a security camera at a toll booth at the Mexican border had captured an image on October the 21st of an unidentified man and woman in the Butlers' 2018 silver Chevrolet 4-door pickup truck towing their Cedar Creek trailer. They were in Eagle Pass, Texas, and had crossed the border into Piedras Negras, Mexico. The fugitives had a week-long head start on law enforcement. They fled deep into Mexico, driving more than 700 miles to the state of Jalisco. They planned to keep heading south and eventually disappear into South America. Knowing they needed to act fast, Clayburgh County Sheriff's Office leaked the security camera photo of the couple on the run to the Associated Press newswire, hoping it would be picked up by Mexican media outlets. And it was. When the man in the surveillance photo attempted to sell the butler's trailer to the owner of an...
Oh, they stole their fucking trailer. They stole their trailer after they murdered these people. So then the girl's gonna snitch. The girl's gonna snitch when they get into the interrogation room. Watch.
RV park, he recognized him and contacted law enforcement. Sheriff Kirk...
Who that? That boy Twitch was just asking about you, man. Perfect time to pop in. You know we like when the members show up to the street, guys. Give Who Dat some love.
Patrick reached out to several colleagues from the U.S. Marshals Service, who he had known for years, and made an urgent request. He said, "Hey, I need a favor. I know where this individual is, and I need him captured, and I don't care what you gotta do to do it. I don't care how you do it. I just want him back in our custody." The U.S. Marshals did not hesitate to act. They had a team standing by in Guadalajara, the capital city of Jalisco, and they told the sheriff they would get...
That's where Canelo from, Guadalajara. Hey, shout out that girl. Monica keeping it 100 in the chat. Thank you for that 100 emoji. Appreciate you. Yeah, Canelo, he's from Guadalajara.
Get him back in a couple of hours. It wasn't long before Sheriff Kirkpatrick's phone had a message alert. He opened it, and the only thing he saw was a photo of Adam Williams, handcuffed, lying on the floor of the trailer. The sheriff was elated. He called it an unbelievable feeling. The marshals had raided the RV park and had caught the couple inflicting extreme pain on others. He felt entitled to complain that his handcuffs were uncomfortable.
You're supposed to put a finger in between it. There's no finger anywhere in there. Skin's so messed up from sleeping in handcuffs for 2 days. It's super tight. Can you stick your finger in between there, bro?
You bitching, bro. You just killed some people. You think we care if your fucking cuffs are tough? Not only that, I've seen them move it. So they're not that tough. Because you can't, like, if you're cuffed real tight, you can't move it. Like, you can't turn your wrist without turning the cuff. Trust me, I've been cuffed really fucking tight before. They had me in the holding tank for 18 hours with cuffs on my back. Tight as fuck. Felt like my shoulders was going to rip off.
You won't loosen this up. I've been sleeping in handcuffs.
It was close to 4 a.m. on November the 7th when Adam was finally processed into the Clayburgh County Jail. Despite the early hour, the media were there to question him.
Why did you have their truck and their trailer? Where were you going? Did you know them at all? Why did you go to Mexico? Where were you headed?
Want to put your arms up for me? No, not at all. Thought there was more room.
As up as they go.
Appreciate it.
33-year-old Adam Williams is a seasoned career criminal with a long rap sheet. So when the Rangers tried to interrogate him, he knew enough to lawyer up and keep his mouth shut. But he did take notice when Texas Ranger Edward Groves mentioned capital murder.
Sit right here.
Did you go to the back, Elijah? Did you wear one of these suits? I've been put in the holding tank 3 times. But every time I went to jail, I bailed out before before they actually put me in the back. Like, I never had to go through the back or get a cavity search or nothing. I didn't even have to change out my clothes.
We're here. Obviously, you were arrested yesterday on the warrant, and that warrant's issued out of here. It's part of an ongoing capital murder investigation, or at least a homicide investigation where we have two bodies. So what I want to do today is I want to talk to you. I want to tell you to tell me, because we know a bunch of facts about the case, but I've never met you before. I've never seen you. I want to know how you got to be in our investigation here today. So can you fill me in? I don't know your story. So can you tell me how we got here today?
I got a question.
Absolutely.
Capital.
Hey, E, you been talking to your dad lately? I told him, I was like, yeah, man, my boy Elijah be in the chats and shit, bro. He fuck with me more than you, bro. He's supporting the content. Where you at, Lee? He just started cracking up. He was like, for real? I was like, yeah, he be in there every day, bro. We be kicking it. The community rocks with him. He rocks with the community. He one of us now.
That means
I think you and my wife are the youngest people in our community, Elijah.
death penalty, right?
Well, so capital punishment is the death penalty. The case, we call it capital murder because in our Texas Code of Criminal Procedure and in our penal code, the way you make it to capital is a whole list of stuff. Because two people were killed in the same criminal incident, we believe they're killed in the same criminal event, then that would make it capital. Also because we think a robbery occurred.
My boy got tattoo hair, bro. This fucking wild. Y'all see this shit? This tattoo hairline. My boy tattooed his whole hair.
At the time of the murder, that would make it capital. That's not, you're not being charged with that. You're charged with theft right now. But that's what the investigation is at this point. Obviously, we have a homicide that occurred, and we're solving that, and that's what I'm actually want to talk about. But right now, you're being charged with theft, and I need to know how you relate in the overall scheme of what happened. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna say anything without a lawyer. I need to talk to a lawyer.
Okay. Do you have a lawyer that you already hired?
No.
Okay, so we'll have one appointed to you. The court system will appoint you one when we magistrate you this morning. Okay. I just want you to consider one thing. And we're not going to ask any questions, just so you'll know. But I know you've got a couple of warrants and there's a couple of other things going on in your criminal history, and you've been to prison, so you're probably going back to prison. And I just want you to make some good decisions in your life. When you
That cop delivered that, bro. I really like how he delivered that.
talk to your attorney, because the next time we talk is going to be post-indictment, and your attorney's going to be here and he's going to be representing us. And in that time, I want you to think about it. You're going to have to walk the yard in a prison somewhere. So,
Yo, Elijah, I don't know if you guys know Aiden Ross, but I know Elijah knows who Aiden Ross is. My goal is to get to 100K subs, and then I want to be on the brand risk boxing where the streamers box each other. I think I could whoop up some streamers in boxing, bro.
I just want you to think about the way you handle yourself on this one. Is it going to be a guy who said, I don't know anything about it, and we had to prove a case against? There's a guy who said, you know what, this, and give yourself that credibility when you get there. I've considered all the options that's probably going to happen, and I just, for your sake, I want that to be one of your things you consider, because you understand what's going to have to be when you have to walk the yard again. So
the other thing you need to consider is
No, dude probably Aryan or something. I think dude is an Aryan. He wouldn't be a Crip or a Blood. Dude is for sure in a white gang. He's probably racist.
how you approach this is probably going to affect Amanda's time in prison as well. So you need to think about that.
all right, I appreciate you coming over here. We'll get you head back over there. Is there anything you need other than magistration attorney? We're gonna get you all that. Is there anything that you're not getting there? Are you on any kind of medication? I guess you got here late, but you got to sleep and eat breakfast, I'm assuming.
Yeah, no, I haven't been given any medications yet.
Do you need medication?
Yeah.
What do you take medication for?
I take Zyprexa as an antipsychotic at night.
Okay, antipsychotic.
It's important.
It's Zyprexa?
Zyprexa.
Okay, Zyprexa.
Yeah.
Okay.
I take gabapentin for seizures.
Gabapentin for seizures. Okay.
Yeah. And I take Wellbutrin.
Wellbutrin, and what is that for?
For severe depression.
For depression. Okay.
PTSD.
For PTSD. Were you in the military? Where'd you PTSD from?
No, the first time it was my father committed suicide in front of me.
Oh man, I'm sorry.
When I was 14.
Oh wow.
And then in 2014 in USP.
Because why I think that is because they said he'd been in jail before. And you don't have all these type of tats if you're not affiliated with somebody. And if you a white dude that's in jail with tattoos like this, it's more 9 times out of 10 you're gonna be Aryan Brotherhood. That's why I can't go to jail, bro, because nobody, like, I don't have a crew in jail. I'm not a gangster. You know what I'm saying? I'm not pure white. I'm not pure Mexican. I don't speak Spanish. Like, if I go to jail, bro, maybe, especially outside of Las Vegas, like in Las Vegas, a lot of people know me, like, personally, because I grew up there my whole life. So, you know what I'm saying? In city jail, I probably would be okay. I probably know a few people. But, like, if I went to real jail, bro, I don't really have a crew to settle with.
Victorville, California.
Okay.
My silly tried to kill me in my sleep.
Oh wow.
Cut my face.
I saw it cut.
Slit my throat.
Damn.
Wow. So
Stabbed
you've
me
had
in the stomach and stuff.
you've had a rough life, brother. The reason I ask is I want to make sure you get what you need. So I'll make sure that the jailers have this. We'll look into getting that to them. So they, I think they may have to have a doctor evaluate. I'm not real sure on that process.
Sure.
I just want to make sure that we're not trying to pull any fast ones. We're not trying to fool you. We've got a job to do.
You guys, I'm not trying to fuck with you either.
No.
But I gotta have a lawyer.
Absolutely, absolutely. No, that's your right.
Too, you know.
Absolutely. And the next time we talk, your lawyer will have discussed it with you, and we'll have an interview. Do you have any questions of me before we end this? All right, man. Appreciate your time. Let me see these guys are ready. I don't know if we said it for the camera, but this is Investigator David Farias of the Sheriff's Department, just in case. Great. All right. Are you okay? Are you affiliated with any gang members, any crime group that need to separate you from anybody else back there?
No, I'm a dropout.
A dropout from who?
I was like starting to be with the California brand in Victorville.
So the Aryan Brotherhood in California?
But shout out Detective Fade. Didn't I tell you, bro? Put that shit back. That's where I live, bro. That's why I don't like it out here. I told you, it's racist as fucking Victorville, bro. Like, I can feel it. I can feel the vibes, bro. Like, I feel it. That's why I tell my wife I don't even like going out around here, bro.
Are you okay? Are you affiliated with any gang members, any crime group that need to separate you from anybody else back there?
No, I'm a dropout.
A dropout from who?
I was like starting to be with the California brand in Victorville.
So the Aryan Brotherhood in California?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But
are you gonna have problems? I'm not concerned about your history. Are you gonna have problems back here? I don't want you to get into a cell that's gonna cause problems. We have more violence in our jail.
Yeah, shout out that girl Ashley. I seen you sneaking into the chat, yo. Thank y'all for giving Floridian some love today. Him and our boy Bradley is putting the show on their backs, man. Those are our two sponsors for today's episode. Also, Anna re-upped her membership, and Monica been dropping them hundreds in the chat. But yeah, definitely thank you guys for helping us out and sponsoring today's episode, man. Because without y'all, none of this is possible.
I don't know.
We'll try and keep you
in
talks with me.
Population right now?
No. That's what I'm saying. We'll try and keep you separated so we don't have any issues with
Are you in
that.
Gen Pop right now? No.
So if you go to a prison, you could walk the yard, or would they put you in SEG if you went to a prison right now?
In the feds?
Yeah,
SEG.
Okay. So all right. Well, I appreciate your time. So in the federal system, he was classified as an Aryan Brotherhood of California.
Unlike Adam, Amanda Nover was willing to cooperate and speak with the investigators without a lawyer present. Texas Ranger Edward Groves spent 2.5 hours interviewing her. She shed light on the sequence of events that led up to the double murder of the Butlers. Ranger Groves began the interview by asking 32-year-old Amanda how she first met Adam Williams. Their relationship had begun earlier that
Triple Z, oh my God, with the super chat, and they coming in. Hey, who that? Dropping in the $20 super chat. Appreciate y'all so much, man. Y'all know y'all the heartbeat to the channel. Triple Z, you've been waiting for a long time for your promotion, my brother. It's time to give you that triple crown. Just like who that? Both of y'all are moderators, members, and super chatters. And that's the heartbeat of this channel, man. Thank you so much.
same year in February when they were both living in Logan, Utah.
So Amanda, you were here on a theft warrant.
Yes.
And you know that you were actually arrested in a little town in Mexico a few days ago, and got here, and we picked you up in the airplane. We're here now. But the theft warrant is based on a large investigation.
Yo, that boy Floridian going crazy. He just happy to be free, man. Congratulate that man for telling the police how it was and getting out of custody today.
We're doing this involves the homicide, the murder of two people that we're currently working, and so you're not being charged with that, not being accused of that, but your information on the crime you're accused of is relating to it. So what I want to do is I want you to first tell me. I want you to start. You are married to what's your husband's name?
Adam Williams.
Adam Williams. It's Adam.
Who that? How's your back doing today? Let us know in the chat. I hope you're feeling a little bit better. I know last week it was giving you some issues.
Curtis Williams, correct? Okay. Adam's also in custody, and you know that. You're arrested together. Okay, what I want you to start with, we need some history on you and Adam and your relationship. So can you start with when you first met him, and then we'll work our way forward. And I may have to stop in and out to get clarification. Is that okay with you? Okay, so tell me about that.
So I first met Adam actually through Facebook. At Facebook and POF.
Okay.
I don't know if you...
Plenty of Fish.
Yes. And he sent me messages, and I seen his pictures, and he was covered in tattoos, and I was like, that guy's nothing but trouble, and so I ignored him for a long while, and then a friend of mine...
She said he's covered in tattoos. Look at her fucking neck, bro. You can see that shit. She blasted too.
Actually knew who he was and said, I think he's a good dude, and so I talked to him, and like the first message that I sent to Adam, like he was persistent, and he's like, well, I want to meet you. And so the very first day of us even talking, he ended up coming to my house in Smithfield. Like he was so adamant about it. Like that's his presence. He just says something, and you just, for some reason, you just give in. And I didn't even know him, and I had a couple of friends at the house though, and so I felt comfortable. And
I just fixed it. Who that? You should be able to comment on shorts and uploads now. We figured out the problem with YouTube. Me and Wordsmith are trying to get everybody situated correctly.
He came over, and I met him, and he's very suave, I guess. He's very charismatic. And so all of his tattoos and everything, you kind of see through all of that, and you see this other person and everything. And so he actually...
When y'all drop super chats, because it makes the haters leave. We went from 165 to 68, bro. They be mad. They be mad when the channel starts winning, chat. Keep them hating, chat. Keep them hating, chat. Guys, if you're not a hater and you appreciate what we do here, just hit the subscribe button, bro. That's all we ask, is you hit the subscribe and double tap the screen. You know what I'm saying?
Actually came over with his cousin, and we all ended up hanging out the entire night, and I made him dinner and everything, and we hung out, and he went home, and the next few days we talked off and on, and we started to kind of form a relationship.
So, and I don't mean to interrupt, and I know
Yes.
we looked we looked into this. So the time you're still married to your ex-husband,
Yes.
that y'all separated this
Yes.
time.
Hey, Mark Johnson, welcome to the chat, my boy. Appreciate you stopping by.
So about what time was that? What roughly?
Around the end of February.
End of February of this year, of 2019.
Yes.
Okay. So go ahead. So
Right.
you started forming a relationship.
Yes.
Okay.
And it honestly, it just kind of, things moved quickly, it seemed. When we met, he had this rule that he could see and date anybody he wanted, but I wasn't allowed to.
Floridian, you ain't never been soft. You've been real since you stepped in. You've been 10 toes down since I met you, dog.
I guess came from spending as much time in prison as he did, but I didn't...
How long was he in prison?
10 years is
10 years.
what I've been told, and I I believe, round about 10 years for selling marijuana.
For selling marijuana, okay.
Mm-hmm. And so it...
That don't sound right, bro. Who you know getting 10 years for weed in the 2020s? Even in, I mean, shit, we've been legal since what, like 2012, 2014 in Vegas?
was kind of not the
Hey, Kaylin, welcome back, girl.
greatest in the beginning because, like, he actually had another girlfriend when we met, and she knew about me and I knew about her and everything like that. And it wasn't until like a few months after him and I had been seeing each other that he decided that he wanted to be with just me, and he made that decision. Like, that was his choice to not like see any other women or sleep with any other women or anything like that, and came fully devoted to me. And then I guess because he did that, like, I don't know, maybe in a sense I felt like I owed him something, and he'd been asking me to move in.
Honey. You know, we like when the members show up to the chat, guys. Show Connie some love. Wordsmith said in some jurisdiction, pushing a lot of weight, you can still get serious time for marijuana. Good point. That's a good point. It's not legal nationally. It's only legal in certain states. You're right, Wordsmith.
With him, and I didn't want to because I had my house, I had my space, I had my daughter, and my safe place, like, and that was extremely important to me because all through our like dating time, Adam, even though like I don't know if he was allowed to drink or not, but he would get drunk and he would black out, and when he'd black out he'd get violent. And he would turn into somebody completely different. It just completely different. But when he sobered up, he'd be back to himself and he wouldn't remember what happened. And so me selling my home, that was like a really hard thing. But I'd been a stay-at-home mom for so long, and I had just split up with my husband, and I was basically living at Adam's. And still, because I had a trailer home, I was still paying my pad rent. And
Guys, don't release any of the details at what happened today, because I want to interview you on Discord. That's content, my boy. That's content. Like, you got put under, what's that shit called? Then you got detained while watching the stream, dropped 3 super chats, then they put you in a cell, then you came back and dropped 3 more super chats. We got to hear the story on live. I need to hear it from your voice, bro. I don't want to read the story. I want to hear the story.
I didn't quite know how I was going to keep paying pad rent, you know, being a stay-at-home mom with no job, everything like that. And so I sold my trailer and I moved in with him. And that was like...
No, you want to see it, who that? I'm going to post it to the channel, but Discord's the platform where me and him can talk vocally. Like, we can hear him explain what happened.
Honestly, like, one of the first things that I regretted mostly, because that was my safe place.
Amanda called Adam extremely rough around the edges, but insisted that he had a sweet side. She viewed him as a man with a troubled past trying to do better, someone who wanted to be a better dad to her daughter. So she made him a deal.
Thank you for the subscription. Appreciate you guys. Remember, we are on the road to 10K. So if you want to help be a part of the movement, hit that subscribe button, man. It's absolutely free. I know you guys tune into the channel all the time. Don't be afraid of commitment. We ain't going nowhere.
His home only had 1 bedroom. If they could find a way for her daughter to have a bedroom at his place, she would move in with him. When he put up walls in the basement to create a room, she kept her part of the bargain. More than anything, Amanda wanted to stay home with her daughter. Adam said he was willing to take care of Amanda and her daughter financially. When they met, Adam was working at a chicken wings restaurant. The next day, he took a job at a bakery. Then he landed an even better job.
He did like expensive concrete floor work, and so he got a really good job. And it kind of like made me feel better because I had that like support, because I'd been a stay-at-home mom since my daughter was born, and I was used to that. And so that was comfortable. I still did the mom and the wife thing. And I think that that's what he was looking for was.
Yo, that psychedelic girl Doses in the chat, man. Show her some love, guys. You know we like when the members show up to the live streams. Hey, Floridian, have you been able to download Discord yet? Are you in our Discord group yet? If not, let me know. We'll coach you through it.
Somebody to take care of him, you know, to cook him dinner every night, and I would get up and make him breakfast and make him lunches and do all those little things that I think that he never had.
Okay.
And so I think that meant so much to him, but that was important to me to do those things because he went to work. And he did provide for and I. Like, you know, if we needed something, he would make sure of that. And so that I didn't have a plan when.
Floridian, we love you back, brother. You always show up and show out. And honestly, bro, that means the world to me. Because like I said, without you guys, I'm just a crazy guy talking on camera. The chat, you guys are the star of the show. I'm just your co-host.
Me and my first husband separated. Like, I didn't have a plan. I didn't know what I was going to do. Like, I knew I needed to get a job.
Oh, that girl Megan just stopped by. Yo, show Megan some love in the chat. You know we like when the members show up to the live streams.
To be able to support. And then I met Adam, and it just kind of, it worked out. Like, I didn't have to change my life so much, if that makes sense. Like, I got.
What's good, Hate Love? Oh, did you get your shout out? Shout out, Hate Love. You know members is in the chat.
To still be that stay-at-home mom and
let me check for you, Cowboy.
And do what I'm good at, and that's being a homemaker. Like, I'm great at it.
We're at 5,208 subscribers. We're getting there, guys. We're more than 50% of the way to our goal of 10K. You guys been kicking ass out there.
It's like, and I love doing it. And so that helped so much. Like,
oh, that just let off 5 memberships. Let's see who gets it. Silky Black. These are, see, all these guys watching don't chat a lot. These aren't names I don't remember, but the fact that they're getting it means they have high watch hours. So thank you, Lisa. Thank you, What Won't Let You Down. Thank you, Tommy Guns. And thank you, Silky Black. Make sure y'all show some love for Who Dat, because she helps spreading the love and making our team deeper, man. Thank you so much, Who Dat. You always show us love out here.
Like, and I think that's another reason why I was so, like, drawn to the relationship, was because it didn't change things for me. Like,
you have to put her in daycare. You didn't have to
yeah,
go do all that stuff.
yeah,
Okay.
I didn't have to, and I didn't have to do like the 9-to-5 job, which, you know, I've loved being a stay-at-home mom. I love my daughter more than anything, and so, and I got that with Adam. I got to still be a stay-at-home mom, and so.
Floridian keeping the train going, man. Dropped another super chat. He dropped another super chat. Don't worry, we'll help you we'll get you into Discord. So what you're gonna want to do is download the app. Once you download the app, there's a plus sign on the bottom left of the screen. Click that. Then take this link that Connie just put in the chat and put that link into the join a server thing. And then it'll bring you straight into our group.
It definitely, like, another, like, probably one of the biggest reasons why I just kind of really grasped the relationship, if that makes sense.
Sure.
You know?
Okay.
But
Northtown, Francisco, what's good? What's Northtown? You mean like Northtown, Vegas? Because it's a Northtown in Las Vegas. That's where I'm from, Las Vegas. I'm not from Northtown. I'm from the east side, but I always show love to all the hoods in Vegas, man.
their relationship was turbulent. Adam behaved violently towards Amanda many times, and Amanda's dog Bella just couldn't stand by watching. She would attack Adam when he beat her. Amanda detailed some of these violent incidents to Ranger Groves. Some of what she told him was too graphic for us to share here.
Actually, I remember the actual first time that he smacked me. And that was before I sold my trailer, actually. And we were at my trailer at my house, and we had been drinking and was in bed, and I was messaging somebody on my phone, and he took my phone from me, and he got upset about one of the messages, and he smacked me, and he threatened me and told me that he should freaking make it so my face was
That boy Floridian going crazy in the chat.
unrecognizable, and it terrified me. And I honestly, I waited because he held me in the bedroom, and I waited.
Hey, Floridian, did you get into Discord? Did my did that help you? Did I explain it correctly?
Until he kind of let his guard down, and I grabbed my daughter, and because I lived in a trailer park, and I ran to my neighbor's house. And he still had my phone at that time. And I was terrified, but I didn't want the cops to come and arrest him because I knew his history, and I didn't want him to get in trouble. He got upset over something that was on my phone once again, and he smashed my phone, and I went to go leave, and I had made it out the front door, and he grabbed and he shut the door and he locked it. And I was standing outside, and I was screaming. I could hear her in there screaming. And because he knew I wouldn't leave my daughter. He knew that.
Yeah, Twitch. I think she definitely got a problem in picking men, bro. It sounds like she got a problem with picking men for sure. She lucky she had that big ass dog, or she probably could have got whooped more often, or even worse.
Nobody's gonna leave their child. No way. And I didn't have a phone. I didn't have my keys. I didn't have anything. And once again, I didn't want him to get in trouble. I knew that in the morning when he sobered up, he'd be back to himself. And that he probably wouldn't remember these things. And so...
Floridian, you've been through a lot, bro, and them cops tried to fucking take your freedom away. You've been doing so good, just living life, you know what I'm saying? And they really tried to take that from you today, bro. So a part of it is probably happy that you've been on the right path and they couldn't take it from you. And part of it, you probably sad because you feel like your rights was violated, man. But don't ever be embarrassed, bro. We here for you, Floridian. We here for you, and we here for whatever you need, dog.
Of course, I waited at the door and I banged on it, and he finally, it was only a minute, and he let me back in, and he tried to calm the situation down, and I stayed. I didn't leave because actually he wouldn't let me leave. There was another time that there were a lot of times now that I'm actually thinking about it that I was gonna leave, and this was before I had sold my trailer, but I was basically living with him, and I'm not even sure what set him off. This time he'd been drinking, but something I'd said or done or something on my phone, he's extremely jealous person, extremely, set him off, and he, in the kitchen, he picked me up by my throat and he held me up against the wall, and I was kicking against him so hard because he was choking me, and when I kicked, my leg smashed into the stove, and I had a bruise half of my thigh because of it. And he let me down finally, and I sit here and I think back now that I'm talking about all of this, and it's wow. I don't know why I allowed all of this. Like, I don't know why.
Yeah, Shelly, we figured out that managing moderators couldn't comment on the channel. Like you guys couldn't comment on short videos or uploaded videos. You could only talk in the chat on lives. So we're adjusting it for everybody so that you have full access to the channel. The only difference from a standard moderator and a managing moderator is the managing moderator can change the activity in the chat. Like a managing moderator can make it a members only chat, just like I can. Like they have the same powers over the chat as me. But it messes you up for commenting and helping support the channel on the algorithm. A lot of moderators have been wanting to comment on videos and they haven't been able to. So we had to do some deep dive investigation to figure out what was causing that.
Why it seems that I only like ever got up the nerve to leave when like he would go crazy, if that makes sense. Like there was another time that he pinned me down in the bathroom and smashed my head into the floor, which I've heard rumors that he actually did that to his girlfriend Rachel, which at the time, like...
Bro, I'm sorry. Like when she said that, I got like fucking chills, dog. Like you're slamming her head into the tile on the floor. That's attempted fucking murder, bro. That's attempted murder.
They were still dating too. There was one time I hit him back and he lost it on me. And instead of smacking me is what he called it, because he never punched me according to him, but he lost it, and actually that night he punched me like a whole bunch of times, like in my legs and like my stomach, not in my chest or my face or anything like that. And that was once. Another time, I don't know what I did to set him off, but he pinned me in the bedroom up against the dresser in the bed, and like he choked me and he kept smacking me, and I had bruises everywhere. Like I could barely move the next day. I was so bruised up. And I remember like telling myself like, hey, like I'm done. Like this is...
No dose. Her boyfriend killed that couple, I think. And she traveled with him to Mexico, and then I think they detained him. I think she was in the trailer with him when they got arrested. But basically this guy and this girl and her new boyfriend, that the dude with all the Aryan tattoos and shit, they killed some couple, like an elderly couple that was like just camping out in their RV on beaches and shit. And then they stole their RV and their truck and tried to drive it down to Mexico. When he came in for questioning, he lawyered up immediately. He's already a hardened criminal who's been in the system for 10 years. Well, he served 10 years. And then she, not being a hardened criminal, just being a mom, she talked to police without a lawyer.
That's the last time.
At this point, I'm taking her for face value. I don't think she was involved in the murders more than just being afraid of her boyfriend at the point and listening to him. Like she saw him do that shit and he was like, let's go. And she was like already been getting her ass beat by him for some time now. So she wasn't going to not listen to him at that point.
But that wasn't the last time.
While the Butlers were a happy and carefree couple on their cross-country adventure, Adam and Amanda were in an extremely different situation. They were troubled, broke, and running out of options. The newlyweds went on the run just 2 days after their marriage 6 weeks earlier.
He picked up the assault charges. Did you know when they became warrants, or did he know that when he was wanted?
In regards to the most recent assaults, when the officers came and tased him and he fought back, yes.
Yo, Floridian showing so much love tonight, boys and girls. Let's show him that same love back because he definitely needs it and deserves it tonight. He's been through a lot today, and he's still showering us with love. But in reality, Floridian, we should be showering you with love. So whatever you gotta say, whatever you gotta get out, don't feel free. You don't feel like you're taken away from the show, my boy. The chat, you guys are the star of the show, and the shit that you went through today made you the star tonight. So individually the star tonight, not instead of just the group thing. But thank you, Floridian, man. You don't understand. Like, you don't. Like, you none of you do understand how special each and every one of you are to me. Like, y'all changed my life. It might not seem like so, but trust me, you have, bro. You've helped me mentally, physically. You given me my confidence. Like, I feel like I felt 10 years ago, boys and girls. Like, y'all rejuvenated Fade King. I felt like y'all, I'm approaching 40, but now I feel 30. And that's all because of you guys.
Because the day we got married, we didn't do a wedding or anything. We had a few friends over to the house. And we just signed our marriage certificate and then took it. So what happened is we signed our marriage certificate, had a person that, what are they called, that can legalize the marriage or whatever. He was there, and when Adam went to go turn the
You good, Triple Z.
marriage certificate in and take the gentleman back that was the wedding officiant or whatever, the police showed up and said they had a warrant for his arrest.
Yeah, I think she was under duress. I don't be believing the chicks usually, but the fact that his track record of beating her ass like he did and her being afraid to leave, there was no way she was gonna do anything after she saw him murder two people. She was gonna be frozen, like at the very least, if she's a normal person.
And so, like, and literally as he's coming back, he sees that there's cops outside the house, and he turns around and drives off. And so we got married on August 29th, and that's when the officers came in regards to, like, that assault. They had tacked on a new assault, and that's what they were there to pick him up on. And that was a first-degree assault, and it, not 100% sure, like, what the backing was for it, but they obviously had plenty of backing on that, because he got an assault on a police officer, an assault by a prisoner. He got possession of alcohol by an interdicted person, because on his last set of charges, his DUI, he was told that he couldn't drink. He got an intoxication charge. And then I think that there was just a plain assault, and I think the just plain assault was supposed to be an assault on me.
Okay.
But I don't know fully, like, what the whole backing of that set of charges were.
When Adam realized the heat was closing in on him in Utah, he decided to take his new family on the lam rather than returning to prison. He traded Amanda's van for a 1999 Chevrolet pickup truck and a 1974 Prowler trailer. They drove to Spokane, Washington to stay with Adam's uncle. Adam intended to be there for a while, so he started building an apartment in his uncle's garage. But when the two men got into a heated argument, the uncle told him to leave because he was scared of Adam's temper. By now, money was running out. Adam and Amanda had decided to head for Texas in hopes that Adam could pick up work under the table working at an oil rig.
So y'all leave the one spot, you're in Spokane, you decide to come to Texas. Where do you come in Texas?
I was Googling where free camping was, because we had the camp trailer and that's what we'd been living in, and Padre Island was a place where you could stay for 2 weeks. And I read that there was like an RV like hookup where you could fill up water and where you could dump. And it was right on the beach, and I'm originally from California, and it'd been so long since I'd seen the ocean. Like, I had missed it, and I just wanted to see the ocean again. And so that's...
Did y'all come all the way from Spokane,
Shit,
Washington?
dope just went off again. Like, who that, man? He going off tonight, man. I appreciate you. Thank you so much, Floridian bro. Thank you so much. For real, for real. But, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, thank you, bro. Like, that, y'all don't know how much I appreciate y'all.
To the island?
Yes.
Wow, okay.
Yeah.
After 2 weeks had passed on Padre Island, Adam and Amanda were told by an officer patrolling the beach that they had overstayed their welcome. They're free to...
Yeah, I was finna say that. Elijah in the chat, his stepbrother worked on oil rigs. And that dude made hella money. I don't think you can work on an oil rig like under the table, bro. Like, that's a super difficult, dangerous job. Like, if you die and you're working under the table, bro, what are they gonna do? Like, the fuck, bro? That don't even make sense. His plans are bad.
2-week camping term had ended, and it was time for them to move on. But the engine on their 20-year-old pickup truck was dying, and the tension was mounting between the newlyweds. It got so bad that Amanda went on a walk with her daughter one afternoon. She made an attempt to escape her predicament.
During that trek from where we were all the way up, somebody stopped and asked if everything was okay.
This might sound stupid, but I didn't know there was oceans in Texas, y'all. I didn't know there was an ocean in Texas. I thought Mexico was just underneath Texas. I don't know. I'm not that bright though, y'all, especially in geography. I'm sorry.
And I asked them if they would take me to the nearest women's shelter. And they Googled it, and they said it was like 30 minutes away and that they couldn't because they didn't have enough time to take and I there and then for them to get back. Like,
Floridian keeping the lights on, and he's taking us into extended viewing hours. Shout him out.
I think they were on their break or something. And I was mad. I was really mad because it took a lot of guts in my eyes for me to actually ask somebody to take me. Because I feel if that person would have, I would have finally gotten away. Like, does that make sense? Like, but they didn't. But he gave me $20 and I took the pier and I got her something to eat. And I sat there and a storm was coming in and I didn't have a coat or anything like that, and I didn't know what to do. Like, I didn't want to ask somebody else. Like, I just kind of accepted defeat on that.
Okay.
Just as Adam and Amanda were trying to figure out their next move, James and Michelle arrived on Padre Island and set up camp. They had unwittingly driven directly into the eye of another kind of storm that had nothing to do.
Floridian is going off. That man is going off tonight. Show him love and appraisal, man. Please join the Discord, Floridian. Please join the Discord, man. We need to talk about what happened today, bro.
To do with the weather. Rather, it was Adam Williams' dangerous and...
If you get on the Discord, we can talk about it right now, and your whole family can hear the story live.
desperate drive to survive no matter what the cost to someone else. Adam decided he needed a weapon. He wasn't.
That boy Jay just showed up to the building, y'all. You know we like when the members show up to the live streams. Jay, thank you for stopping by today, my guy.
Allowed to own a gun because he was a felon, but that didn't stop him from finding a way to get one. At first, Amanda told the police that she didn't know anything about the 9mm pistol he used to shoot the Butlers in their heads. But then she came clean. After the couple arrived in Texas, they had attended a gun show in Corpus Christi. Every seller turned them down because Amanda had an out-of-state ID until they got to the last person at the venue. He agreed to sell them a gun and ammunition.
Okay, now when he said he was going to buy a gun, what did he tell you? What was the gun for?
Because if he got stopped by the cops, he didn't want to be arrested. He said that he'd never go back to prison. And so his plan was to shoot it out. And I was terrified because all I could think of was, what about Ryan and I? Like, what are you going to do if an officer comes up and you're going to pull a gun and then fire and then they're going to return fire and Ryan and I are going to be, like...
Now that Ranger Groves had gathered background information from Amanda on how she had met Adam Williams and had covered the sequence of events that led them to Texas, he pressed her to recount the details of the crime.
We get to the laundromat and Adam says that he found a new truck and trailer because our truck was literally dying. Like the motor was blowing up on it. It was.
She has one daughter, Dose. She has one daughter. And the sad thing is this little girl's been having to travel around to all these different places and deal with this situation. I mean, man, she probably seen her mom get her ass whooped, all that stuff by this guy, bro. Like, super sad situation, man. I'm usually never on the woman's side. Like, I always think she's just as guilty as the man, but I think this is an exception on the case because she seems very open with the detective, and I'm sure she's about to tell it all.
And so I was like, okay, what do you mean? And he was very vague, and he's just like, well, I know where a new truck and trailer is, and like, you don't need to worry about it. And I didn't quite understand, you know what I mean? Like,
I feel like all American oceans are bad. Like, think about it. All the countries that got a lot of people got dirty ass oceans. It's only like the small islands where you see like or like Hawaii where like you see like those blue waters. You know what I mean? Everywhere that has major ports, like a lot of boats and shit, they're always gonna have dirty water. I don't know why. Especially Cali. All water is fucking green, bro. But I still get in the water. I don't give a shit. Floridian's still shooting off. He's still shooting off. He said, fuck it. I didn't have to pay bail because they tried to bullshit me today. I'm looking out for the community. Thank you so much, my guy. Chris Britt, welcome to the chat. Yeah, definitely Floridian's MVP in the chat tonight, man. Thank you so much.
later. So we're there, and like, I didn't press the matter or say anything else about him saying about a new truck and trailer, and then he says, well, I'm gonna unhook our trailer and we're gonna go for it and you're gonna drop me off. And I asked, I says, why? And he's like, well, I need to go pick up the new truck and trailer. And I'm thinking, what in the hell? No, I didn't think that Adam had done anything bad.
That night, they went back to the beach. Adam told Amanda to wait nearby their vehicle while he went to get the truck and trailer that he had chosen to be their home for the next leg of their journey.
I didn't know what was going on. And I was scared, like, because why, you know, obviously there's not just going to be a truck and trailer sitting there that he purchased, if that makes sense.
Did you think he was going to steal one as well?
I did. 100%.
Okay.
That I'm guilty of.
Mm-hmm.
But I wouldn't be able to stop him from anything.
Hang on just a minute.
Like,
hang on just a minute, because when you said you stopped, you said you stopped and you stayed there for a minute.
so I dropped him off.
Hang on just a minute,
Yes.
because when you said that, I could see you playing it back in your mind, and something bothered you about when you stopped there for a minute. Tell me what that is.
I had a bad feeling.
Okay.
Like, just to,
Where did he go when he got out of the truck? Down the beach, to the water, to the dunes?
he walked up and then he walked down, and I remember cause I drove down, there was like the truck and trailer that we ended up with back, like, and everything was dark and like you couldn't even like see it very well, but I drove past it and
There's no lights on in it?
mm-mm,
Okay.
no, that's why I didn't think so much about it, and that's why I didn't think that anybody could have gotten hurt. Does that make sense? Like, because I mean it wasn't super late. It was like 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock or something. I don't know, but that's my assumption, is that it was around that time.
So you
And
drive
so-
on by, and where do you go?
So I drive down and I turn around and I'm sitting there and I'm waiting, I'm thinking, and sure enough, like, because the truck, it wasn't hooked up to the trailer, like the one that we ended up with, they weren't hooked up. And I was kind of watching him, and sure enough, like, he hooks the truck up and he pulls out, and I'm thinking, like, holy shit, like, he's stealing somebody's freaking truck and trailer, like. And so I sat there and then I followed him.
Hang on
And
just for a minute.
yes,
When you took him to go down there, did he have the gun with him
when I took him,
to go get the truck and trailer?
I don't know.
Okay.
That I
Okay.
really don't
That's
know.
fine. That's fine. From the time you dropped him off until the time you saw him hook up the trailer, how much time was it?
Not long, like 15, 20 minutes.
Okay.
Not long at all.
They returned to the 24-hour laundromat where they had been loitering when they had nowhere else to go. Amanda drove the truck and trailer while Adam drove the butler's rig. When they arrived, Amanda noticed that Adam's mood had changed. He was upbeat and kept urging her to cheer up because their situation had improved.
He was being nice, actually, and he's like, come on, like, this trailer's nice, we won't have to live in that little thing anymore, like, and it was so nice. And
What's up, gang? Let's welcome Justice back to the chat. Appreciate you stopping by. You know we love when the members stop and say hi.
like,
So, hang on just a minute.
yes,
When was the first time you got in the new trailer? At the laundromat?
yes,
Did you notice anything about it?
about the trailer,
Okay. Did you notice blood or
no,
nothing?
nothing like that. The only thing that I thought, like, the bedroom, like, all of the bedding was completely gone. And, like, there was a cat in there. And so it smelled like...
Hey, Bradley, that's exactly what I was thinking when I read that chat that she was talking to a raccoon. I was like, did it talk back to you?
cat. But, like, because the trailer had been moved
Dimitri, welcome to the chat, my boy. Welcome back to the channel.
without things being put in places, it was a mess in there.
At the laundromat, they removed James and Michelle's belongings from the trailer. They took their clothes inside and put them into washing machines and closed the doors, but didn't turn them on. They tossed the rest of the butler's stuff into a dumpster behind the laundromat. The only cat still left in the trailer ran out and disappeared. It's not known what happened to the cat or the other two that had been traveling with the butlers. Adam and Amanda abandoned their own broken-down truck and dilapidated trailer in the laundromat's parking lot and drove off. Amanda had already provided Texas Ranger Groves with a lot of information up to this point in the interview. She was talkative, but it didn't escape his attention that she had skipped over the most important part of the story. What had happened to the butlers?
Thank you for telling me this. I think your story is very accurate, but I think you're leaving out something, a few little parts in there.
Okay.
And here's what I don't want you to do. I don't want you to leave out parts because, one, you think we're going to think poorly of you, or because you don't want to get in trouble. Because the only way this works is if you tell me 100% of the truth, and you know the part we're missing. Okay? So what I want to do is I want you to think very carefully, because that isn't exactly what happened when you dropped him off at the beach. It's a little bit different, okay? Do you want to talk about that? Do you want to come back to that? Here's the deal. We have to have 100% honesty.
I know. No, I know.
And I'm not going to think less of you. We understand it was a...
Yes, Kaylin, the couple was killed in Texas. They then stole their trailer and headed towards Mexico. They actually made it into Mexico, into Juarez. And then marshals had to come down and extradite them from Juarez back to the States. Once they did that, her boyfriend or her husband, he was a hardened criminal, so he refused to talk and lawyered up. She, however, was very open to talk to the police. So let's see now if she admits that he murdered him or what. Like, she says that she's seen the murder or something. Like, that's what he's trying to get at.
It was a very bad situation. We understand it was very bad. But your story is very, very detailed, very accurate until we get to that part. And I know that's why.
Chance that we can take one more break?
Hey, hey you.
Absolutely.
Hold up. Here goes the raccoon.
What are you doing? Oh, take it a little bit there? Okay. Oh, a little bit. Okay. Oh.
So shout out Dose, man. We got a lot of cool stuff in our Discord. If you guys aren't in there yet, please join the Discord.
So let's go ahead and stop at 2:47 a.m.
After a cigarette break, Amanda laid out in more disturbing detail what had happened on the beach leading up to Adam stealing the butler's truck and trailer.
So, when I dropped him off to pick up the truck and trailer that he said he had found, and everything was dark, I did drive down, and I came back, and I parked, and, I know that he removed some things from the trailer. I don't know what. I do know that. My assumption, it was because, honestly, my main concern was, but I thinking, the bedding, that type of stuff, I honestly, truthfully, I didn't ever see anything, and that's, I swear on my daughter's life.
Okay, let's talk about He removed something.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So how far away are you parked?
So the trailer is right here, and then the other truck is right here, and then I'm parked down. Like,
Could he see you?
Yeah.
So he knew you were there?
Yeah.
Okay. He knows you're there.
Yeah.
Okay. So he's not trying to hide from you what he's doing.
I don't think so. No.
Okay. And in your mind, you're trying to not see what you're seeing at this point.
In my mind, I'm not trying to see anything, honestly.
Okay.
And
So you said he removed something from the trailer.
yes.
When you say remove something, is he carrying a box? Is he dragging something? Is there something over his shoulder?
If honestly, it looked like he was dragging something.
Okay. Now, if I'm dragging a towel, that's one thing. If I'm dragging,
Oh, it was like that's why I'm thinking like the bedding and everything because it was bigger.
was it heavy?
I think so.
Okay. Okay. In your mind, you know what he was dragging, right?
When I look back now, yeah,
What's he dragging?
I think he was dragging one of them.
Okay. Okay. We know that too. In your mind, you're blocking out what he's dragging. He's dragging a body out of there. Okay.
Don't say she's Snow White in this bitch. She be talking to animals and all, and she even provided video proof.
All right, Amanda. Let's talk about what happens next. And it's going to be important to me. He drags whatever he's dragging out, and then where does he go?
Goes up in the dark.
Up, you mean
Like up in the dunes.
in the dunes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what do you see?
Honestly, I stopped like looking.
Okay.
I stopped.
She's squeezing the shit out of this bottle right now. Y'all see this?
So do you think, because you're an intelligent person, you're the person, you're like, oh shit, he just killed these people? You're blocking this out. I don't want to see anymore. Did he tell you to wait for him while I go do this? Did you know he was
I don't. Honestly, I don't. I think that he didn't kill them while I was there.
Okay.
To be honest, like.
Were you close enough you think you would have heard him shoot him if he had shot them?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because, I mean, that it's loud.
Okay.
Like, because when we got the gun, he fired off one round to make sure, like, that it worked, and it was so loud. And so, that's why I didn't think, like, I mean,
Looking back on it, that's what you think he was doing, is taking a body out of the trailer. How long was he gone from the time he dragged it up, you said, into the dunes?
Mm-hmm.
So how long was he gone from the time you dragged it up into the dunes until you saw him again?
I don't know because
No, so here's the difference.
No, like I wouldn't look.
No, so I'm not asking you to tell me like he was gone 1 minute 42 seconds. I want to know, was he gone long enough that he just walked up there and walked back? Or was he gone for a while and then he came back?
It had to have been a while.
Did he make multiple trips?
Yeah.
To the dunes?
Yes.
What did you see him carrying? You saw something important in your mind right now.
I didn't. No, I didn't. It was similar to the first thing.
I agree, Bradley. I think that's what it was, but we'll find out.
Okay.
Like I didn't.
So he's dragging the second thing.
Mm-hmm.
Does he make a trip after that?
Well, he hooks the truck up.
Does he make a trip to the dunes? Does he go back and forth another time after he takes the two of them? The two whatever she took.
After the two, no.
Do you see anything else in his hands?
No, not that I can remember because honestly, like I didn't.
So I want to ask you
I
about.
didn't want to look.
Now the situation had darkened for Amanda. She was no longer just accompanying a fugitive on parole who went on the run to escape warrants. She had become an accomplice to 2 ruthless murders. Texas Ranger Groves wanted to know what had happened in the aftermath.
So you unload.
Texas Ranger. Y'all remember Walker, Texas Ranger? That was my jam. Me and my dad used to watch Walker, Texas Ranger every week.
The stuff. What does he tell you? So, I understand you're scared of him, but there's some sort of conversation because he is now up the ante on what y'all are doing wrong. So tell me.
He doesn't really say much.
But you ask him about it.
And he says that he did what he had to do to get us a new truck.
Okay.
And that's it.
Okay.
And I don't know what to do. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, I tried to get somebody reported them. They started running pictures of the van. Jay, they started running pictures of the van and the trailer and the truck on Mexican news, and somebody where they were parked reported them. And then the Mexican police told the marshals. The marshals came down and extradited them.
What to do? I don't know what to say. I don't.
Yeah, they found the couple. They found the couple buried on the beach. They were both buried in shallow graves.
We go somewhere else, still in Texas.
Okay.
I don't know where. I've honestly, I was.
That motherfucker hanging, ain't it, Floridian? That nose, bruh? That shit is hanging. I got a big nose too, so I can talk about it.
Never in charge of where we went.
It's interesting to note that although Adam was willing to take whatever he wanted from other people without any remorse, he wasn't so freewheeling when it came to others taking from him. In this jailhouse surveillance footage following his arrest, his temper flared as he yelled at another inmate over $27 apparently owed to him for commissary purchases.
Bruh, who that? You hit that on the fucking head. He do look like the daddy off Minions. I mean, off Despicable Me. Yeah, Twitch, that's his name. I couldn't think of his name right now. Dude snapping over his soups. Bro, he literally gave, dude is a jail veteran. He gave this dude all this food and shit, knowing damn well he wouldn't be able to pay him back. That way he could make him like his servant or his chick. His jailhouse girlfriend or something, maybe. I don't know. But I never understood that. Like, why people loan people shit in jail knowing the person you loaned it isn't going to be able to pay you back. I think it's some type of trap so that you can hold it over their head or something.
After arresting Adam and Amanda, investigators found the 9mm pistol used to kill the Butlers hidden in the RV. The ammunition was hidden in the ceiling. They also found bloodstains inside the trailer that matched Michelle Butler. Prosecutors were initially planning on seeking the death penalty for Adam Williams, but they offered him a deal. In November of 2021, he pled guilty to capital murder, tampering with evidence, unlawful use of a firearm by a felon, and theft. He was sentenced to life in prison without the possibility of parole.
At the very least, if his chick wouldn't have bought that gun for him, bro, shit might have played out different. She should be charged for giving a gun to a felon, bro. You can't buy a gun to a felon. Like, you know he's a felon, bro. You can't even have a gun. I don't think a felon's allowed to even be around somebody with a gun.
As soon as Adam Williams was convicted, Clayburgh County Sheriff Kirkpatrick called the governor's office and the Texas Bureau of Prisons, imploring them to get him out of the Clayburgh County Jail immediately. He wanted Adam moved to a high-security prison before he could hurt someone else. The sheriff had spent many sleepless nights worrying that Adam was going to kill one of his guards. Just a few days after being sentenced, the sheriff got his wish and Adam was relocated. In February of
Sheriff, bro, you had to protect those inmates and those guards, bro. County inmates do not need to be around. People in county, bro, be doing shit like speeding, not paying child support, a bar fight, shit like that. You know what I mean? You can't have a high security prisoner in the jail. Like, you see how already he was turning out that jail, like making people owe him soups and shit.
2022, Amanda Nover Williams pled guilty to 2 counts of first-degree murder, tampering with evidence, unlawful possession of a firearm, and theft. She was sentenced to 20 years for the murders, 10 years each for the other charges.
Shout out that boy Floridian. He's still going crazy. One love, my dog. One love. As you taking off, please stick around because we got some more videos to watch. You took us into extended viewing hours.
Because the sentences are running concurrently, her total sentence is 20 years. Amanda's lack of a significant criminal history and the fact that she didn't pull the trigger were cited by prosecutors as factors that weighed into the decision for a shorter sentence. If you found this case compelling, don't forget to like.
I think the judgment on both of those guys was great. You know what I mean? Obviously, dude confessed. He got a lawyer. He confessed to avoid the death penalty. And then I'm cool with her getting 20 years and getting all that stuff. Because as much as I felt like she was trapped in that situation, she definitely did shit to add and abide and continue the journey they were on. You know what I'm saying? Like buying him that gun, not running away when he left her alone, not calling the police after he beat her up. Like, there were so many things that she could have reported and somebody would have came and saved her. You know what I'm saying? We got to find another video now. We are in extended viewing hours. Man, it must have been payday week last week for last Friday for my boy Floridian, because he going crazy. Thank you, my boy. I appreciate you so much, dog. See if we can find something good for the extended viewing hours. Not no A&E, bro. A&E will fuck this channel over. Oh shit, the shocking interrogation of the worst mother ever. Let's check it.
Are your kids here? You mind if you step in?
This is the exact moment Larissa realized her horrifying secret was about to be revealed. Detectives had expected to do a simple welfare check before.
Hey, thank you so much, Floridian. I'm glad, bro. I'm glad you back out and you free. Like, literally, the first thing I did when I got off the stream is I had to tell my wife, bro, Floridian got locked up. She was like, for real? I was like, yeah, bro, I hope he gets out, bro. Like, they popped up at his house. I don't know what happened, but you know what I'm saying? And then, bam, you was here, bro. And I'm glad we was on stream when you got free, bro. Like, that shit just, I know it didn't work out, like, positively all the way, but we made something good out of something bad, bro. And we was here for you the whole way. And I'm glad we were able to be live and allow you to tell us what was going on so you could get that off. You know what I mean? Like, sometimes when shit makes you mad like that and you don't got nowhere to get it off, like it could just seep and fuck with your mentality or your mood. And I'm just glad, you know what I'm saying, that you're home and you're safe.
Before they discovered what this evil mother had been hiding in her home. This would turn out to be the worst case in their careers.
Okay. Is it a boy? A girl? What?
Hello, boy.
A boy. What's the boy's name?
Anthony.
Okay. See if you can get a name.
Is there anything?
Well, we got a call. Want us to check on the well-being of the.
Bro, Twitch, yeah, Twitch, that's the realest shit ever. My boy was throwing super chats in from the cell, dog. Like, fuck it, bro.
4 to 5 year old.
How many kids are good?
Okay.
This investigation began with an unexpected 911 call. This call was made by Larissa's boyfriend's brother, Scott, from Pakistan.
Basically, it's kind of messed up the whole situation, but my brother told me something, and I just can't sleep at night. He told me that something happened with one of the kids.
The horrifying secret that kept this man awake all night and drove the police to Larissa's door was about to lead to a horrific discovery surrounding the little boy.
Y'all think that's that boy in that bag, bro? Y'all think that boy was in that bag, that white bag the police just pulled out? Oh, man, this gonna be a tough one, dog. This gonna be a tough one. Yeah, I got court tomorrow, Shelly. I got court. But shout out to Brad, man, because he helped me out, man. He gonna make sure I get there on time tomorrow. Appreciate you, Bradley. That was love, bro.
But she wasn't the only suspect. The police were also suspicious of her boyfriend, Christopher, who was in Medina County Jail at the moment.
I love you. I don't know what minute you got actually. All right, love you too.
I love you. Yeah, I hear you, baby.
Hey.
Yeah.
Okay, love you too.
Mwah.
Love you.
Love you again. I love you. Yeah. Okay, I love you.
In 2015,
I got a speeding ticket in the summer. I got court twice this week, bro. One for a speeding ticket in Lancaster, and then another one for a what the fuck? For looking at my phone, looking at the GPS while I was driving. In California, we have a no contact. You're not allowed to touch your phone at all. You can't have it like on your lap. You can't have it in your hand. It has to be on one of them suction cups in the dash. And the cop pulled me over, and I showed him like, bro, I'm just looking at my GPS. I'm from Vegas. Like, I don't really know. I think that was down in Rancho Cucamonga. I was like, I'm just trying to get back home, bro. And then he was like, for sure, but literally, he was like, 3 days ago, I wouldn't have given you a ticket, but there's a new law that says you can't touch your phone. And I was like, damn.
Lissa Rodriguez met Christopher on a dating app. Christopher, a single father of one, quickly moved in with Larissa just months after meeting her. Larissa is already overwhelmed with a large family, including 9 children and Christopher.
He's had custody of her, but she just had a little girl named Mia.
Okay.
And then I guess she's pregnant again.
Bro, I don't drive anywhere far no more, bro. After that shit happened, I was like, these guys keep pulling me over, bro. I've been making my wife drive everywhere. The only place I'll drive to is the smoke shop up the street.
They all have different daddies.
So the other
Twitch, you fat as hell, bro. You gonna wood chip me, dog?
three, the oldest 3 are, well, the 16-year-old.
No, that's why I use soap on the rope so I don't drop it.
19-year-old.
Angel.
They're with their
family.
Fathers.
Angel is with his daddy. Gilbert is with his grandmother.
And then Nevaeh is with
Dad.
Christopher Upton.
Yes.
Okay. And then the other 5 are in custody of children.
Well, 4 because.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
And she is pregnant again. Is that from Christopher?
I'm pretty sure.
She was receiving child support payments and $750 a month in supplemental security income for her 5-year-old son, Jordan.
She used to use a website called mocospace.com. She had an app on her phone.
Is it MOCO?
She was selling puss, bro. She was selling puss, bro. I remember chicks used to sell the cat on Moco Space all the time, bro. Moco Space was like one of the wildest places. I never even got on Moco Space, but I had a few homies, and bro, wild.
Yeah.
MOCO space?
Yeah, it's basically MySpace. Big percentage of the popularity on that is Hispanic guys and women, but you'll have your here and there other races. But yeah, it's a big Hispanic thing.
Like a hookup site?
Pretty much. That's what she explained it as. It's for Hispanic people. It's like a MySpace for Hispanics.
Gotcha. And that's how she met this guy?
Yeah. That's how she met Chris too. Was Facebook with him.
I didn't know Moco Space was for Hispanics, like a social media directed for Hispanic people. I didn't realize that.
Okay.
I thought it was one of the first mobile like dating apps. You know what I mean?
What I was told.
The chaotic mess of her family quickly became the highlight of this case. Christopher had been home for the majority of the time when Jordan was abused, and after that he was arrested on separate incidents. Police arrived at Lissa Rodriguez's residence on West 80th Street in Cleveland to investigate the disturbing claim, unaware that her boyfriend's brother, Scott R. Rodriguez, had tipped off the authorities that something heinous had happened to her child. She continued to act as if nothing had happened.
How many kids do you have?
I have 9 altogether,
Okay.
but I have some that don't live with me. But these are the ones that do live with me.
Okay.
Everything was seemingly off from the beginning. Why didn't all the children live with Lissa? The more she spoke, the more detectives began to worry.
Do you have a child with special needs?
Oh, Jordan? Yes, I do.
How old is Jordan?
Jordan, he is just turned 5.
Where's Jordan at?
He's with his dad. He's gonna be visiting for the holiday. He's not here with us right now, for the holiday.
Where's Dad at?
I guarantee if they called his dad right now, that baby's not with them. I guarantee that if they called the dad right now, that child is not with his father.
He's not even here.
The calmness in Larissa's voice couldn't mask the chilling tension. The investigators knew they were on the brink of discovering a dark, hidden truth.
What's his dad's name? Jordan's dad.
Patrick. Pat.
Do you have a number to Patrick? We reach that?
You need a list of
No,
all your kids' names.
A list? Can I get a pen?
Sure.
Did she just say she don't have a number for Jordan's dad? So you let him take your son to Texas and you don't have a phone number on him? That's how you know she lying.
Or you could tell me.
Here, I'll write it down because it's a lot easier.
Okay. Firstborn, all the way down the line. Supposedly Jordan is with Dad
Yes,
in
he's
Texas.
with Dad.
We can call him? Yeah.
Huh? Right now, I don't have the number because he was going to get a new number.
Okay. But he's got family, so we can
Yes.
talk to them.
The cracks in Larissa's story were widening.
Why she crying, bro? I can't be, bro. She looks like some type of rodent or something, like a field mouse.
And the investigators could feel the weight of her deception. Her hesitation and excuses about contacting Jordan's father only deepened their suspicion. After her 9 partners and 9 children, she was in a relationship with a man named Christopher Rodriguez, who was currently in jail for failing to pay child support to her ex-partner. Since the detectives received a 911 call from Christopher's brother, they had to inquire and establish Christopher's involvement with Lissa and her kids.
Where's Christopher at?
He's in jail. He's been in jail. For child support. He's been in there since like October.
Bro, how much child support do you gotta owe before they put you in jail, bro? You gotta owe a lot, right?
Is he here when the dog get the lady?
Yeah.
That was him, right? Is that him?
Yeah. But he hasn't been in. He's been in.
And doesn't your shit have to be through the state too? Like you don't pay the person directly, you pay the state, and then the state pays the person. If you're in that type of setup, that and you don't pay the state, that's when they come get you, right? Like I just don't know how that shit works.
In the Ghana County. That's why I was surprised when my son came down and said he was in the police. I said, huh?
Bro, that woman is for the streets.
So Christopher's been in jail for how long?
Since October.
Since October.
Yeah. He's been in the Ghana County.
And look,
He's been there October 20.
What's his last name?
Huh?
What's Christopher's last name?
Rodriguez.
Rodriguez? Is that your husband?
No, we're not legally married.
Gotcha.
The investigators could feel the web of lies tightening around them, each thread leading closer to a harrowing truth. The calm facade Larissa maintained was cracking, and beneath it lay a reality more horrifying than they could have ever anticipated. The chilling truth was about to explode into the open. But before we disclose this to you, we will paint the picture of how miserably these children had been living, and how cold and depressing Jordan's last moments could have looked like.
Okay. Okay.
Boy, I'm cool with the taxes. They should take motherfuckers' taxes. But I don't think they should put you in jail, and I don't think they should take your driver's license. Because I think it should just be garnished wages or tax returns. Because if you put somebody in jail, bro, let's say a dad gets put in jail who's on hard times, right? Let's say he loses his job and he can't afford to pay child support. Now he's in jail, bro. So when he gets out, it's going to be even harder for him to find a job and actually pay child support. Even if you just take their driver's license away. I can't drive to work now. How am I supposed to pay the child support? Like, I don't know, bro. I don't know, bro. That shit's wild to me. I know there's deadbeats out there, but at the same time, like, there's life too. You know what I mean? Sometimes people just go through a hard spot. You got to get back on your feet. You got to be able to take care of yourself before you can take care of anyone else.
Christopher Rodriguez and his girlfriend, Lissa Rodriguez.
Let me know. Fine.
All right. Hello, kid. All right.
Their concerns grew as they observed the condition of Larissa's home. Upon seeing how Larissa kept the house itself, detectives grew concerned from the very beginning. Reports from social workers had previously highlighted the unsanitary and deplorable living conditions, with one account noting a child eating a sandwich which had...
Lee, the point of this channel isn't just to watch the video, my boy. It's a whole commentary reaction channel. We got to talk to the chat and do some more shit. So, you know what I mean? That's why we all a family here, bro. You know what I'm saying? You'll get it if you stick around long enough. Whiskey, welcome to the chat, my girl. I missed you. Glad to see you on both streams.
Had a cockroach in it. If you think that's bad, Larissa's ex-boyfriend Jacob Wagner had even more disturbing revelations.
She just stopped cleaning the house. The kids were always dirty. I always had to give them baths, feed them. She only fed certain kids more than the others.
This grim backdrop added to the urgency of the investigation, suggesting that there was more to Jordan's disappearance than Larissa was willing to disclose. 5-year-old Jordan with developmental disabilities who couldn't speak had supposedly been away, missing for about 3 months now. Detectives swarmed Larissa's house of horrors, desperately searching for answers. They already had a hunch. They just needed to verify if Larissa was secretly a monster. FBI and medical examiner investigators spent about 3 hours digging in the backyard of Lissa Rodriguez's home.
What up, Tim? Welcome to the chat.
And there was Jordan. His little body, that had been decomposing for 3 months now, was buried in garbage bags deep in the very backyard.
I told y'all, bro. I told y'all that white bag was that boy.
He played in. Autopsy was yet to be done at this point, but just from the surface, his body was riddled in the signs of neglect and abuse. Lissa Rodriguez's sister, Anna Rodriguez, shared a grim tale of what Jordan endured. She revealed that Jordan had once been tied up with a sock in his mouth.
Around there, yes. I can't remember exactly day because...
Why did he have a sock in his mouth?
I don't know.
Did he say something he wasn't supposed to?
That boy don't speak. When I lived there, he didn't speak. All he did... You know, he had a habit of taking off his diaper and kind of doing gross stuff with it, like on a wall or whatever. But how does he know any better if you don't show him any better, right? And if you leave him locked up in this room all day and not around his siblings, how is he going to know any better? Okay?
Many people, including Larissa's son, had told detectives that Larissa would leave Jordan for hours in the closet, sometimes nearing fatality due to neglect.
Which brother was bad?
Boo-boo.
So if he was bad, then who had to sit in the closet?
Boo-boo.
He did? For how long?
10 minutes.
For 10 minutes?
Did Jordan ever sit in there? Yeah? Just when he was bad? Did they ever close the door or leave it open?
They closed it.
Was it dark in there? Yeah? Was he scared? Yeah? Would you hear him crying? Did you ever have to sit in there? Well, that's good.
That little boy, just 5 years old, did not ever feel loved. In fact, he was rejected and mistreated by his own mother. This was confirmed by Larissa's own sister.
In your opinion, did she mistreat Jordan?
Yes, he was.
How many sisters Larissa got? 2?
Outcast. Everyone was doing something and he was always in a room by himself in a diaper, or he was for like to put on a show. She always put him in the crib when I came over, but I wouldn't know.
Hey, y'all, shout out Monica. That girl Monica just stopped by and dropped it 300 in the chat, so she keeping it real. Thank you for the jewels.
Notice she would hurry up and pick him up. You know, yeah, he was the outcast in the family.
The Cuyahoga County Medical Examiner's Office ruled Jordan's death a homicide. However, the exact cause of death couldn't be determined. But what they did find were signs of severe abuse. Jordan had previously fractured his wrist and several ribs, which were left untreated.
Ooh, that's sickening. Ooh, that's sickening.
Those two connect.
How's it going, Roxanne? Welcome to the chat. Y'all, make sure you show Monica some love, y'all. You know we like when the members show up to the live stream.
Did the best with me, you know, and I felt so bad for those two. I had to stop her several times for hitting Jordan. Several times. I told her, stop. There was a point she pulled a knife out on me due to it.
You think that's Jordan's dad? It says it's Larissa's ex.
Nevaeh, I was happy.
As investigators turned their attention to Lissa Rodriguez.
You know how they treat child abusers and shit in man jail? Do the women do the same thing? Do they take care of women in jail like that? Like, do they make sure that they know that they not one of the cool criminals type shit? You know what I mean?
The room grows thick with tension. This isn't just another interview. It's a high-stakes confrontation where every word, every pause, could unravel a dark secret. Larissa, a mother now at the center of a horrifying mystery, faces the probing eyes of the detectives. But will she break under the pressure, or will her facade remain uncrackled? The answers lie within the next as the interrogation.
Damn, y'all, the Minnesota Vikings came back and got the win, it looks like. They're up 27-24 with 9 seconds left. That's crazy. I'm going to have to watch that recap.
Begins.
And there are some problems. The problems being Jordan had an old left wrist fracture. His left wrist was broken at some point and it was healed. It healed on its own. How? That's something you need to tell us. Jordan also has 3 fractured left ribs that healed on their own and a fractured right rib that healed on its own. And these are all injuries that were healing on their own without medical help, which means.
Yeah, I was watching the first quarter before we got on stream. He was struggling a little bit in the first quarter, so he got it going in the second half, it looks like.
He was in a lot of pain for a very long time, and you're not being honest about what was happening to this kid.
These revelations paint a grim picture of Jordan's life, a young boy silently suffering through unimaginable pain, fractures that should have been treated instead of left to heal on their own, night of cries for help that went unanswered.
What happened, I mean, I personally didn't, but I was scared myself, okay?
Scared of?
I think talking to my sisters yesterday actually opened up my eyes a little bit and made me realize I should not be the only one taking full blame for this. I never put my hands on my kids. You can ask any of them. And a lot of people used to tell me,
Hey, Wordsmith, what's the burger joint called? What burger joint you eating at? That sounds good, man. Y'all know I love cheeseburgers. I'm a big-ass cheeseburger, you know, because they say you are what you eat.
maybe that's why sometimes your kids don't listen. You know, sometimes I need to be more rough on them, but that's just not in me. To sit here and...
I don't want to be that mother either. I just don't want to be that mother either.
Right, I don't. I mean, I was like that when I was...
Hey, Dose, what did your chef of a husband cook tonight? Please, I need to know. That man be chefing it up.
little.
Larissa insists she never laid a hand on her children, painting a picture of a mother too gentle to discipline. But not everyone shares this view. Her ex, someone who witnessed their family life up close, tells a different story. One that casts...
Dang, Whiskey, I'm sorry. Are you stressful? Are you stressed out a little bit? What's going on? Is there something you can talk about in chat? Can you let us know what made you, what caused that today?
Stout on Larissa's claims of innocence.
Those two connected the best with me, you know.
Oh yeah, Elijah, I got back fat for a minute, bro. Like I've been fat again for a minute. You remember I got hella skinny when I went vegan, and then I started dating again, and it was hard to keep my diet. So I've been fat again for about 3 years, bro. I think it was like 4 years ago I was skinny. Maybe 2 years. I've been fat for 2 years.
You know, and I felt so bad for those two. I had to stop her several times for hitting Jordan. Several times. I told her, stop. There was a point she pulled a knife out on me due to it.
But it's not just her ex who questions Larissa's version of events. Even her own sister has something to say about the way Jordan was treated.
I would catch her disciplining the kids, not just specifically Jordan, but all of them. She'll bust Mariana in the mouth or the nose to the point where...
Mariana is the oldest?
Yes. You know, like to where she would start bleeding and stuff like that.
When you say bust her in the mouth, what do you mean?
She either had a smart mouth or, you know, pow or whatever, you know. I always told her, don't do stuff like that. You hit them on the butt, whatever, you know. Over the years, I've called kids several of times on my sister.
DCFS?
Several of times. Okay. He really is. Like...
Well, they gonna be able to know, right? There'll be reports if she actually did or if she's just capping, right? Like they'll be able to verify what she's saying.
She's mad at me because I've called kids on her several times throughout the years, okay?
Meridian came back with another super chat. This boy, man, I love you so much, my dog. I'm so glad you free, bro. Tonight's stream wouldn't have been the same if they had you locked up. We was all yelling free Floridian, free Floridian, hashtag free Floridian. We was yelling that shit the whole time when they took you off stream last time.
She's mad at my other sister out there for calling kids on her throughout the years because we know what she's all about. All she does is find these men off the internet and bring them into her home and in front of all her kids the same goddamn day.
And then she let them bust, and then she's pregnant. I think that's her ploy, just to get like more money, to have more kids. Like, that's why she never, like, after I think she beat her son so bad that he passed, right? But she wasn't like, she was gonna keep collecting that check if nobody came to check on him, type shit.
This man could have really killed them all.
Okay. Did you know Chris yourself?
I met him when she moved in. When the day I moved in her home, mind you, the day I moved in her home, she was kicking out Jake, the other baby daddy, and a couple hours later, this guy she met on the internet and he never moved out since he moved in. Then next morning, I went to check out my babies upstairs. They was all in the same room in bed with her and this guy.
Okay. So she met him on the internet, is what you're saying?
On the internet.
Okay.
All her boyfriends are met on the internet. All her friends, I have Nicolina that's willing to come down and testify. I have Mari Cruz, which is all her best friends that could prove to you that I'm not lying. Okay? That's why she's mad at me. Because I won't let her do what the hell she's doing to them kids. When I was told the day that I moved out of her home by Karen Custer that she beat that baby with a bat.
Karen Custard?
Yes. The day that I moved out.
Okay. Beat the baby with what?
With a bat.
A bat?
Yes. Her friend Cindy told me yesterday that she went over to the house. This man was beating Jordan with the belt so bad that she got in the middle of it and he was about to beat her up.
Right, who said
Hey, Hector, welcome back, man. You ain't been around in a second. Nice to see you, brother.
this?
Cindy.
Cindy?
When Larissa realized all the blame was coming to her, she tried to split and divert the blame towards Chris. She claimed he was the abusive one and she was the victim here.
You know, no matter how bad my little ones can act up, I never had that in me to hit my kids. But I think I was just so scared because I used to get my ass beat by Chris just because I defended my kids. My daughter, my oldest son can tell you, my older son had a pull knife on him because he put his hands on him.
Come on, chat. Y'all gotta help out. Y'all gotta help out Floridian, man. He doing his thing. He putting this on his back tonight. Him and Huda definitely put it down tonight. So, you know what I'm saying? Let's give them some relief pitching, man. Let's help them out, guys.
What he did.
How long were you and Chris together?
About 2 years.
Okay. And he was living with you from day one?
Yeah.
Our understanding is that you were dating someone else who moved out and you met Chris online?
I was with Jake.
Okay.
But Jake wasn't in the house for more than 2 weeks.
Yeah, Twitch. I've never spanked or put my hands on my children. And the reason I say that is my dad was a little old school, right? So I used to get spanked on the butt. Like, he never like beat me or nothing overly aggressive. But like at like 7 or 8, I remember it like clicked in my mind that like, oh, well, if my dad spanks me, I'm not afraid. Like it made me more ornery outside. Like it made me more aggressive towards kids my age. Like it made me not afraid to fight. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want my kids to know how to fight or even need to know how to fight because I'd much rather them be good people. Like if they get into a confrontation, I want them to back down. Like it's not the old days where you live to fight another day. Like people really fucked up. And most people only fight if they feel like they for sure win. And that means either you outnumbered or outsized. You know what I'm saying? It's not the same. It's not like the 80s and 90s where kids could just get in a scuffle and go home.
Right.
Since when
and he left and then Chris came in.
Right.
And you met him online?
Yes.
Larissa also does not miss the opportunity to point out that her only intent was to help Jordan and how she did try to help him.
If I could interject.
Yeah, please.
So what I see happening is, like, I think March of 2016, you were going through the process of trying to enroll Jordan in a class that's specific for him. But is it Chris that doesn't want him to do this? Or is... Because what I'm reading...
I did try to get him enrolled in school and stuff like that.
Because what I read was Jordan would have benefited from an environment with children like him. He is autistic, most probably.
Yes. And what I did was, it was almost through the year. So when I talked to the development for the school, I said, well, they either said, well, I could send him now or send him next year. I preferred that he would have started the following year, so that way he's got a whole...
Is she gonna play like she didn't know her son was dead in the backyard, bro? Like, I want her to answer this question. Like, fuck all the bullshit, bro. Just tell her, like, bro, we found your son in a garbage bag, bro. Like, explain. Fuck all this other shit.
Entire full year. And that's what my, intentions was, to send him to
put your kid at the front of the class as opposed to the... I did the same thing with my daughter.
Yes, because I wanted my son to actually be around other kids, to actually learn, and to actually...
Yo, my boy Floridian throwing dollars like it's a strip club. Let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain.
You want some coffee? Or water?
I'll take some.
Coffee?
Yeah.
Despite Larissa's claims of wanting the best for Jordan, her actions seem to tell a different story.
How does he discipline Jordan?
It was just different. I mean, as far as, how you said the sock in the mouth, none of my kids got the sock in the mouth, only Jordan. And I used to sit there and tell him, don't do that. I used to get yelled at. My kids all can tell you I defended all my kids. And that's where a lot of me and his arguments came in, because I did defend my kids.
Who that? Yeah, a Marine and a police officer. You had no leeway, bro. You had to be on point or you was getting whooped. I understand, especially in the golden days. Them parents were mad strict.
But the truth was far worse.
I remember one time I walked in because me and her sorted things out over the phone. I went to the store, picked up some food for him. I walked in and she was trying to potty train Jordan. And she was calling him a retard. What else? She made fun of the size of his head. He had a lazy eye. She would call him cross-eyed. She would tell him she would want to smack him in the face because he looks like his dad. But when I walked in that door, she shoved a goddamn sock in the kid's mouth and shoved him in the corner because he was crying because she hit him and put him in the corner. And that just turned into a complete argument right there.
Y'all think this child suffocated on that sock? Like, it seems like this was a punishment she used. Like, maybe she put it too far down this time and he suffocated? Or do you think he suffocated just or do you think he just passed because of the accumulation of the abuse without medical attention?
She threw me out. I called 696 Kids. I ended up going back again because I was scared.
As the details emerged, the reality of Jordan's suffering became undeniable. He was...
Bro, he's such a sweet little boy, man. I swear, dude, autistic kids are angels. There's no evil bone in their body, man. Like, this case really gets to me, y'all, because I got an autistic son. And he don't live with me. He lives with his mom in Florida, and she's remarried to someone else, or she's not remarried, but they've been together a while since we've been separated, since we got divorced. And obviously I've remarried. And like, just to imagine something like this, bro, like, luckily, you know what I mean? It seems like everything's copacetic at their house from what I know. You know what I mean? And I get my kids every summer. My other two children, they come to stay with me during the summer months, and then they go back to their mom's house for school for the school year. And then on the months I can afford it, I'm allowed to grab them for holidays too. But yeah, bro, that's crazy.
Trapped in a home where he was treated as less than human by the very person who was supposed to protect him. Throughout the interrogation, Larissa's emotions seemed to shift between fake sorrow.
Like I always said, like the reason that Maverick isn't that's my son's name. The reason that Maverick's in my life is because he's an angel and God knew I would protect him. You know what I'm saying? So like, damn, I'm getting teary-eyed and shit. That's crazy, man.
Fake fear and hidden anger.
Because every time after this happened, I just hated him. I hated everything. I just couldn't stand to be around him.
Did you ever ask him to leave?
I did. And he told me that if I was to call the cops, that he had the gas in his name, that they would tell me that he resides there, that he can't leave. So I just felt like I was trapped. And I even told him, this is my house. You have to go. But then he always threw up. Well, if he leaves, he's calling the cops, and he's...
Man, shut your bitch ass up.
I'm tired of her, bro. I'm tired of her playing this victim ass role, bro.
Blaming everything on me. Which I didn't hurt Jordan. I take the fault for not taking him to the doctor. Yes, that was my fault. And my other fault was doing...
Tissues, Ray.
was given the idea to do that. But I didn't hurt Jordan.
I know.
It's not in my heart to hurt Jordan.
She kept trying.
Stop the cap.
We know that's cap, bro. We know that's cap. We know that's cap. We got multiple witnesses saying otherwise. Hey, yo, Ish, welcome to the gang, man. Appreciate your subscription.
Trying to blame others while pretending to love her children and regretting not protecting them better.
Just self-defending myself. Because he went and literally choked me, put me in the kitchen, slammed me against stuff, had a knife in his hand. I found something, I don't know whether it was a screwdriver or something. I just grabbed something and just got him right in the
police
head.
out to the house? Somebody called?
No, nobody.
Right.
Nobody. And that's what gets me is that street is so highly protected by police that why didn't somebody? I mean, I even tried to jump out the window, try to get some help from somebody. I feel like I couldn't even leave my house. And then when I sat there screamed, he put a sock in my mouth. So I couldn't. And then was sitting there screaming, you know, like I'm screaming, and he's sitting there choking me.
While the reality was that Larissa
I would have choked your ass too. Don't start putting your hands on children, bro. I would have choked the life out of you, lady.
was an evil, narcissistic, and manipulative person to begin with. Her words felt insincere, showing a more...
But I promise you someone never choked her. Nobody never choked her. Because she wouldn't have been this bold, bro. She would have got choked out. And even if like she just choked out and woke back up, that shit would have humbled her, bro, on me.
Her evil side as she tried to avoid taking full responsibility for her actions and the pain her children went through.
And I admit in my past, that's part of one of my counseling. I've had bad relationships, and it's a pattern.
Yeah.
It's a pattern, and that was something me and my counselor was working on. And this just happened to be another one that just...
Well, he might have been the worst one.
Yeah. I think it was.
You do know we're going to go talk to Chris. Have you talked to him at all during this time?
No.
Talked to him before you were put in jail?
I talked to him. It was the same day you guys all came. I mean, not you guys, but when they came to the house. And to me, it just seemed like he didn't care.
What did you tell him?
Like, I told him...
He was in jail at the time?
Yes, he called me about 6 o'clock that evening. Because that's when he got supposedly off of work. From in the work or whatever he did in the kitchen. And Yeah, he's like, what's going on? I guess because the detectives went to talk to him. And when they went to talk to him, I guess they were asking him questions. He didn't specifically go into, he just wanted to know more about what happened on my side.
What you said.
Right. So when I sat there and I told him, and he was just like, he didn't seem like I was.
Hey, chat, shout you guys out. We got up over 50 likes this stream. I appreciate you.
You know, like I was scared, I was nervous, I'm, you know, shaking and spooked, and you know, he just seemed so calm. And, you know, like.
Did he tell you what to say, what you should say, what you shouldn't say?
No. That's why when you guys came and say now he changed up his story to something about December 2nd, that's because he heard me say it over the phone. He didn't know anything about what I told the police. But
so when we confront him with Jordan's injuries, is he going to tell us otherwise, that you're the one who did it?
A woman can't do it hit that much harder. And you know what? Anybody can tell you that. And I say that.
That's not true.
I mean, he's a lot stronger than I am. And
That boy Floridian doing his damn thing. Hey, Floridian, what part of Florida do you live in? Because sometimes I'll be going to Florida. Well, I never been around Florida. When I go pick up my kids at the Orlando, I usually fly out to the Orlando airport, meet up with them, and then we fly back immediately. I don't ever like go around the city or something, but I believe it's the Orlando airport I go to.
me personally, you can even ask my older son. My older son will tell you. No, Angel.
Angel?
My oldest son will be the one to, if anything, between my oldest son and my oldest daughter.
Do you know how we would get a hold of Angel? I mean, do you know that number? Does he live on Wade Avenue with his dad? Or do they live someplace else in the first city?
His dad moved. I could try to get my little sister to contact Angel.
Okay.
Yeah.
The tension is building. She's nervous, but trying to hold it together. The detectives press on, and the calmness of the man she's talking about doesn't.
Tallahassee, ain't that where Florida State is? I grew up a big Florida State fan because I loved me some Deion Sanders when I was a little kid. I used to love prime time, man.
Sit right.
Still do, man. Still one of my favorite athletes of all time, man. And I love what he's doing as a coach in Colorado.
It feels like the truth is slipping through her fingers, and soon it will all come crashing down.
This is my first Christmas without my kids.
At the end of the day, and I understand how you feel about if I ever get up out of here. I don't know what they're going to charge you with. My suspicion is it's going to be murder B.
What's murder B? Murder 2?
That's my
and
suspicion.
What gets me is he's not going to get charged for anything.
Oh, now that's not going to be true. And
you more worried about what your dude Chris is going to get than you, the actual person who did all this. If anything, Chris probably going to be let off easier because he called his brother and actually admitted to what happened. Cuz, don't worry, who that coming in with backup? We got Cuz, we got Floridian, and we got who that back to back, holding it down like Batman and Robin, man. That I love it, bro. Thank you so much, who that. You always dropping them 20s on our head, man. So to see you help out our boy and support, man, it really makes love. It's a whole bunch of love from the chat, man. Thank you so much. Everybody celebrate who that, because who that dropped that super chat. That's our girl, who that?
That's not going to be true.
And what is murder B?
It's it's causing the death of another without a plan to actually do it.
And how much time what am I really looking at? Can you tell me?
I can't.
Or just like a kind of, like a...
I would say Honestly, I would say probably double digits.
What's that?
At least in the neighborhood of a double digit.
Still throwing them numbers like we stripping on screen. Thank you so much, Floridian, bro. Keep that shit going, dog. I appreciate all you guys. Come on, we need some support. Let's get some. We got Floridian and we got who that back to back holding it down for the chat.
Now, I don't know what happens later on down the line.
Even the police are catching on. Larissa's tears and claims of love are nothing but a facade. They're now fully aware of her deception.
A little towards the end, she started getting really bad with Jordan.
In what way?
Every way. Every way.
So the beginning of 2016, she's...
No, probably...
Up in the chat. Who that? Who that? He just dropped another 20 to help my man. Y'all doing y'all thug thizzle, guys. Y'all doing y'all thug thizzle, guys. Come on, man. Let's bring out some reinforcements, y'all. Help them out. Help them out. Whether that's a gift, a small super chat, something, man.
Around the end of...
There we go, Jay. There we go, Jay. Jay, it's spreading, bro. It spreads. It spreads. Spreading the happiness. Spreading the love, man. Thank you so much, Jay. Now, man, all three of these guys are Triple Crown members. Not only are they moderators, not only are they members, but they're also super chatters. And I want to thank all y'all for keeping the lights on and keeping the show going.
15, it got really bad.
And he's 3? You just turned 3?
Yes.
When you say she...
Florida. Floridian came back with another one. Jay came back with another one. Monica's going crazy. Monica's turning up with them jewels.
Becomes really bad with him. What do you mean?
We moved into an apartment after Willowdale.
Jay turning up. My boy Jay and Associates. Buckman Jay, you see them muscles? You see them muscles on their profile pic, man? Showing us the big guns.
We moved into an apartment on West 98th. And it just got bad. I kept trying to get a job. She kept ruining it for me. We ended up...
Who that says she ain't done yet? Who that says she ain't done yet? Who that? Who that? Who that dropped that super chat? Jay, back to back 20s. Jay said, I'm wrong with Jay. His pocket's long, brother. His pocket's long.
She just stopped cleaning the house.
Twitch getting in there. The closer Twitch in there. He's usually the closer. He said, not tonight. I gotta join the party early tonight.
A counselor from Frontline will be with them, and they will explain to them that Jordan is deceased. And then Ray and I would like...
Man, thank you for saying that, Floridian. If that's how you really believe, bro, I really appreciate that, guys. Y'all don't know, man. Y'all the fucking best chat in the world, bro. Y'all my only friends when in a time in my life where I didn't have many. So, like, man, what we doing right now is really changing everything for me, man. Thank you guys so much.
I'd like to sit down with Mariana because she's the oldest, and it's
Monica keeping it 300 in the chat.
My understanding, you can correct me if my understanding is wrong.
Guys, I just want to make an announcement. This is the new record. This is the new record for sponsorships in one stream, man. Y'all doing y'all thug thizzle tonight, man. I'm so humbled at this moment.
She was close with Jordan. And it's also my understanding that Mariana may have been touched physically by Christopher Rodriguez.
No, not in my knowledge. Okay. Mariana, and I know that for a simple fact because Mariana was always with me.
Okay.
Mariana's a mama's girl.
Okay.
She's never been alone with him.
That's good.
she's always.
That girl Booty is not done yet. Yeah, I know. I got it. That's what I'm saying. The first investment I want to do is get a backup mic, get a secondary mic outside of my glasses. Because when I talk loud, it cuts. It cut. When I get excited, it just clips the audio.
Always, every time I go to the store, it's Mom, I'm going with you. You know.
Bradley, pause. That's a big pause, bro. You hella funny for that one though.
So that for a fact, I know.
Has she ever witnessed anything between you and Chris?
No. I mean, are you talking about like? No.
Okay.
No, none of my kids.
Okay.
None of my kids. I'm not that type of mom where we sit there and make it.
I don't think you are, but if he's a predator, in other words, if he's attracted to you because he's got a home with you, he's got somebody putting a roof over his head.
You're good, Bradley. I know you was just joking, brother. I was just cracking up. Like the pause is like you gotta say pause. If you say something sus, if you say pause, it's okay.
And feeding him, and he's really attracted to kids, then he's playing you to get to her. And she may be afraid to tell you that.
Okay. As a mom, will you guys look into that for me?
I absolutely will.
I mean, because I personally don't.
Members, this lady does need the wood chipper. Do as Monica did and post them wood chip emojis.
Think that, but who knows, you know? And I say that because I was, touched when I was little, when I was 5 years old, by my foster brother, my 18-year-old foster brother. And they always say,
bro, that doesn't give you the excuse to like fucking murder your child, bro. I'm sorry you got touched, but I can't really even believe you at this point. The fact that you did this to your son, bro, to an angel.
If it happened to you, it could be possible it happened to your child. And I just want to make sure that that's cleared.
Well, I want to give her the floor to share that with me, if it has happened.
Including memberships and Bradley's Venmo earlier, we are at 244, 268. I want to say 269, something like that.
And she has a unique relationship with her brothers and sisters in that.
And I also said that too because her bond with Chris wasn't too. Mariana's one. She doesn't cling on to everybody. You know, as far as males. You know, as far as.
Oh shit. Hey, that's Triple Z's second super chat today too, man. Thank you so much, Triple Z's.
Mom, yeah, she's very close to that. She's always been with me. Dad's never been there. You know, she's never really had a father figure to step up and be that father figure, which she thought was Chris until the day Chris put his hands on me. You know, and it's just like, that's why their relationship wasn't until kind of like towards the endish, you know, like recently, to where.
Shout out my boy Jay. He said we gotta get to 300.
Her bond is okay.
He was close to Mariana as well. Mariana knows everything. Like I understand it's hard on that little girl, but she's seen so much. She would know more than all.
No, she ain't worried about me. She down the street hanging out with her mom and her cousin and our baby girl. They love when she brings the baby girl over there. They're actually doing a lot of work to set up a party for the house this Saturday, or set up for a party at the house this Saturday at her mom's house. Her mom lives like 7 houses down from us.
All of me and the sisters, Mariana would.
But she's gonna be super stoked when I tell her tonight. She's gonna be super stoked. I'm sad she's not here too, because she'd be freaking out like me. For real, for real.
Talked with me if I attempted to speak with her?
She might.
What the heck is going on in the chat? now, gang? What is going on in the chat right now, gang? Who that? Who that? Who that dropped that super chat? She just dropped a $50 super chat. And then Floridian dropped a $20 super chat right after her. My boy Big Flow. He in that flow mode right now. He in that flow state. He can't stop but throwing dollars. He keeps making it rain. We definitely hit we well over $300 now, guys. Y'all are doing the most. I appreciate y'all. Y'all got me blushing. Y'all got me turning pink and shit. Like a little schoolgirl. I'm turning rosy red cheeks.
She's a really smart girl.
Is she going to be thankful that she's out of that environment, or is she going to be freaking out, missing her mother?
She's probably gonna miss her mom, but in another way, she's probably gonna be thankful.
Okay.
She never really had good guidance. She had an issue with bathing when I was there. But that's because her mom never taught her anything, you know? The little girl just.
The count right now, 305 in super chats, 5 memberships, that's another 25, so that's 330 plus Bradley's $30 Venmo. So we're at 360 right now. We're at 360 for the chat or for tonight's stream.
Lived, you know? That's how everybody in the house was. It was you live. And you know, I thought it got better after I left. I honestly thought the house got better.
I don't think so.
I don't think so neither.
Came to the hospital for that fracture.
But a rib fracture? You don't see that.
But see, I wish I would, you know, it was just like Jordan trying to tell me something. When I told you that when he finally took his last breath, it was like he was mad. You know, like I seen in his face like he just wanted to tell me something. But I just didn't know what that something was. And with him being speaking.
Jay, flexing the big guns. Flexing the big guns. Now we over 400. Now we over 400 tonight. Oh my God, bruh. Oh my Lord. You know I got it, bruh. Y'all already start tomorrow. Tomorrow when I get home from court, y'all already in extended viewing hours. Y'all already extended tomorrow's stream, bro. Y'all kicking ass.
I mean, I couldn't understand what it was. But I could tell it was just something so mad. You know, like angry. And I thought he, you know, like he was trying to cuss me out or something. But I took it as he was just trying to tell me, Mom, I love you. I gotta go. You know? But in my heart, something told me that he had something to do with this. Because every time after this happened, I just hated him. I hated everything. I hated it. I just couldn't stand to be around him.
Did you ever see?
Hey, bro, Triple Z, bro. You right, bro. I feel like I'm dreaming right now, guys. Giving me goosebumps, dog. Y'all giving me goosebumps, yo. Like this shit is, man. Thank y'all so much, bro.
See her discipline Jordan in a way that you felt like was just completely wrong, apart from the incident where she put the sock in his mouth?
Yeah, there was a couple times I walked in the house, that poor boy sitting there with the, you know, I fold the socks and it's thick at the one end.
And we love you too, Monica.
She shoved that in his mouth. I would walk in the house, pull it out. What the f*** are you doing? You know? And, Mariana knows. He got hit, beat. He was close to Mariana.
Her story about Jordan's last moments reveals a chilling truth. Her own guilt hidden behind fake emotions. His angry eyes, his final breath. She tries to cover up the secrets she can't escape. The bench trial of Larissa and Christopher Rodriguez was an intense event. Family friend and attorney Maria Cruz stood to speak on behalf of Jordan's extended family. She explained how the family loved Jordan deeply and had tried to help him and his siblings. Unfortunately, Larissa and Christopher blocked their efforts. Despite the
keeping the shit going, bro. Oh my God, Floridian. Thank you, bro. You definitely are the MVP. You started the train of donations tonight. My girl, who that picked up on them vibes. Jay picked up on them vibes, and so many other people. Triple Z, Monica, everybody's picked up on them vibes tonight, man. And this has really been a record-setting stream, bro.
Alarming reports and repeated attempts to reach out for help, Lissa Rodriguez managed to evade serious scrutiny. Each time authorities were called, it seemed that the children's fears and Marissa's concerns were dismissed and overshadowed. Maria shared a special memory of Jordan staying overnight with the family. Despite being nonverbal, Jordan communicated with them and shared a meal while sitting on his Uncle Jose's lap. He showed his love by running to his uncle when he came home from work. Jordan was a sweet little boy who deserved so much more. While they still loved Lissa because she was family, they could not accept what she had done. The prosecutor then presented the case against Lissa and Christopher. Jordan was born prematurely on November 5th, 2012, with many health problems. Despite his challenges, the school district tried to help him with an individualized education plan because of his developmental delays and nonverbal condition.
Bro, that reminds me of like my son, bro. One time my son was in a class and they wanted him, they was like telling me how he couldn't do like ABCs and 1, 2, 3s. And I had to tell him, like, bro, that's not what my son needs, bro. My son needs life skills. Don't worry about if he knows 2 + 2 is 4. He's not going to be a mathematician. You know what I'm saying? He'll get simple math as he gets older. But I need you to teach my son how to walk. Like, y'all got him 8 hours a day. I'm at work. I need y'all working on his walking, working on his motor skills, working on his balance. Like, he has other fish to fry. He's not, you know what I'm saying? So, like, I had to go in there and argue with these people until they actually gave him a customized learning plan that would help him. And that's one of the reasons that, like, I be so, like, distraught over what like, that he's not close to me now, because I can't go in there and advocate for him like I used to at school. You know, I have to hope that someone else is doing that.
However, Lissa withdrew from school on September 13th, 2016, claiming they were moving out of state.
Yeah, exactly. Social skills too. I said, you know what I mean? We got to teach them manners, what's appropriate, like what situation, you know what I mean? Like, exactly. Social skills, motor skills, things that he's going to need as a life. You got to remember, when he's a grown man, he's still going to be blind, bro. He needs to learn how to use his cane. He needs to learn how to walk. You know, he needs to figure all this stuff out, because he ain't going to be like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
Jordan's last medical care was recorded in November 2015. When questioned about her son, Lissa repeatedly said he was out of town. Finally, when confronted with the possibility that he was buried in her backyard, she admitted what had happened. On September 21st, Christopher brought Jordan to Lissa in a semi-conscious state. She tried to revive him with a cold shower and then laid him in bed for 24 hours, stating she wanted to be close to him. The next morning, Jordan was dead. Instead of calling 911, Lissa and Christopher dug a hole, wrapped Jordan in blankets, garbage bags, and a duffel bag, and buried him in the backyard. Photos were presented as evidence, showing the time and effort they took to bury Jordan rather than seeking help. During further questioning, Lissa claimed she suffered abuse at the hands of Christopher, which extended to her children, but she provided no details. If it weren't for Scott Rodriguez, who called the police.
He called the police from Pakistan, which means he was probably on some military mission or like some type of soldier or something. And when his brother told him that his girlfriend killed his son or her son, this dude couldn't sit right with that shit, bro. He had to call the police stateside. Shout out this dude, man, because Scott Rodriguez, if it wasn't for you, probably nobody would have found that child.
Police from Pakistan on December 19, 2017, Jordan might still be buried in that backyard. The autopsy revealed healing fractures on Jordan's ribs and wrists, consistent with child abuse. Larissa also faced charges related to food stamp fraud. This case was so horrifying that even the judge struggled to hold back tears while addressing the court.
What we do every day is so hard. People don't give any of us the credit that we deserve for dealing with the horrors that are brought before us. And Mr. Rodriguez, this is a horror.
Bro, I feel her. This same case did that to me, bro. This same case made me think about my son, bro, and did that to me, bro. First, I got teary-eyed for that boy. And then I thought, what if my son was that boy? And yeah, I understand where this judge is coming from.
You know, as a judge, I'm not supposed to show emotion. And in 22 years, I never have. This is one of the worst things I've ever seen in my life.
The court imposed a sentence on Lissa Rodriguez for involuntary manslaughter, 11 years in prison, for felonious assault, 8 years in prison for another count of felonious assault, 6 years in prison, and for abuse of a corpse, 9 months in prison. She would be in jail for a total of 25 years.
Fuck that.
Her boyfriend, Christopher Rodriguez, was sentenced to 28 years in prison for his role in the boy's death and backyard burial. The sentences would run concurrently with the previous sentence imposed.
I don't work for her. I can't even deal with her.
I can't believe she did this. Like, I never thought.
The end of the trial did not stop the pain for Jordan's family. Larissa's sister, Anna.
Bro, how does CPS let this child in? At first, we're like, why did nobody call the police or CPS on this mother? It seems like multiple family members called CPS. You know what I mean? And they just didn't do shit. Like, that's crazy to me. I've seen people get their kids taken away for so much less, bro.
Had been there through it all and now faced the hard task of helping her family heal.
How do you not know your child is missing? How do you not file a report? How do you go to bed knowing what happened to your child?
That you lay down 5 kids every night, but this one you're not laying down. How do you not know?
How do you not shed a tear? How? How is that possible?
She looks crazy on her picture.
She doesn't
She
look
like
well.
it don't look. She doesn't look normal.
No. She does not look well at all. She actually looks like
she's sick.
She's sick. She's blind. Like how do you say it?
Like the schizo is taking over her.
Like zoomed out.
I'm in a different
like
world.
Dazed, or she's just no. I don't know. I don't know. I don't even have words anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at that picture.
She don't even care.
Like
she looks.
Nothing happened.
Like nothing. How? I can look at it and I just get angry. Would never thought that. Never.
The family's sorrow was deep. They had many questions that were hard to answer.
I don't think there's any questions. I don't think anyone can answer those questions, bro. That mom was just crazy, and she had no empathy for anybody. She was literally a sociopath or a psychopath, something along those lines. You feel me? I don't know how you could abuse somebody to that degree, bro.
Call from Pakistan. Would Jordan's tragic story have remained buried forever? Although Lissa Rodriguez was the one charged, do you believe others turned a blind eye to the suffering of this innocent child?
Bro, if Mr. Rodriguez never called, she would have just left that child buried, obviously, and continued to collect his SSI checks, bro. Literally. It would have been like that case. I'm glad he called, because if they wouldn't have found that body soon enough, it would have been like that case where we saw where the lady put her son in the trash can in the basement and it did 2 years because they couldn't tell like what happened to the body because it had like decomposed too much. So she just got messing with a corpse or something like that. You know what I mean? That was a crazy case. Y'all definitely brought the vibes, bro, and kept the energy up. Definitely did y'all thing tonight, chat. That's gonna be the show. But man, thank you guys so much, man. Let's go over our sponsorships tonight. New world record for us. New Faye King True Crime Review chat record. We did 4, if we count the memberships, 35 Brad's Venmo, 465.76, guys. Oh my God, bro. That humbling experience, bro. Man, Floridian's still going. Floridian's still going, guys. Floridian's still going, guys. Let's shout out all the sponsors today. Let's go ahead and read them off. Shout out Floridian, as y'all know. Shout out Anna for re-upping her membership. Floridian again, Triple Z's. Who Dat? Floridian. Who Dat? With the 5 memberships gifted to the community. Floridian. Continuing. Then Who Dat got involved with another super chat. Then Floridian came back. Then Who Dat came back. Then Jay got in the mix. Then Floridian stayed in the mix. Then Jay started turning up on us. Then Who Dat said, well, I got to turn up. So she started turning up. Then Jay turned up. Then Twitch came in the game. Then Who Dat turned up again. Triple Z said, hey, I'm throwing something in there. Jay said, I ain't done yet. Who Dat said, oh, you think that was something earlier? Let me show you something else. Bam. Then Floridian said, I'm about to turn up. Then Jay said, oh, I'm matching that 50. Then Who Dat said, you ain't matching my 50 because I'm throwing another 50. Then Floridian said, man, I'm going to close this out with 2 more super chats. So shout out all the sponsors of today's episode, bro. I thank you guys so much. I tell you this all the time, but I hope you know I mean it. I love each and every one of y'all so much. Without y'all, I'm just a crazy dude talking to a camera. You know what I'm saying? And that's why you guys are the star of the show, and I'm just your co-host. Thank you so much, y'all. I love y'all. Appreciate y'all. Wish me luck for court tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow afternoon. And remember, we start our next episode in extended viewing hours. So I appreciate y'all so much, man. Peace and love. Cue the fucking outro music.
And the art of punches when you could throw 2 punches that sound like one. You could throw a punch, you can hear them. There were 2, but they sound like fucking 1 punch. They all understand. Anybody that hears this understand the art of fighting. They know what I'm saying. He do 2 punches that sound like 1.
Floridian keeps his title as the closer. I love it. I mean, Twitch keeps his title as the closer.
that's the reason why I'm crying, because I'm not that person no more. And I miss him. Because sometimes I feel like a bitch. Because I don't want that person to come out, because if he comes out, hell is coming.